meka eko height ye man ye hiam pai bo pa maybe they said the meka no mi wo gidie wo nyame mo ni gidi say ye bompa ya nyame tie ye pai bo enti na ye nkramofo de bia ye pese ye ko meka eko bompa enya sa ye meka eko height midi share foforo eba said the nkramofo ye ko meka eko bompa no yes ye pese ye boa Christopher pastors amunko Israel eko bompa no yes ye pese ye boa mo na motumi ko Israel eko bompa ema ye bai ye man ye hiam pai bo pa maybe they said the meka no mi wo gidie wo nyame mo ni gidi say ye bompa ya nyame tie ye pai bo enti na ye nkramofo de bia ye pese ye ko meka eko bompa enya sa ye meka eko height midi share foforo eba said the nkramofo ye ko meka eko bompa no yes ye pese ye boa Christopher pastors amunko Israel eko bompa no yes ye pese ye boa mo na motumi ko Israel eko bompa ema ye bai ye man ye hiam pai bo pa maybe they said the meka no mi wo gidie wo nyame mo ni gidi say ye bompa ya nyame tie ye pai bo enti na ye nkramofo
Angel 96.1. You can join us live on Facebook, Angel FM Kumasi 96.1. NTB I call Kasebo de Mano Pedia no Panusia Kasebo ba Kasebo chia Gudia comfort ya Gudia Moon Sembebre and Nochino. And then I would do our diamond. Happy birthday. And the 22nd day of the month January in the year 2026. And pounds are ready and copa be amount. Oni munyina chi ohe oso ebo ho ban ewo asetena mu nipa na da ntino osi bibi hia wan kantire obi a ka kire ono a aminim se eyeden ya awrade obeye ni nyina ama no nsia boken kwa kasebo de ma no penfa no pano nsia kasebo from Nana Kwame Adjei Bohyen se ya ni mako Colin Sika Morgan Emmanuel Osafo Manfo Kwesi Skyface, Ochre the technician, and the rest of the team touching and open the Dijmadi. The Brosabri Nonsia Bokin, Yanko Kasebo, the Fano Panuncia Kasebo, said the finance minister on a Thursday morning. So, who say, Sikasem, so afford to a new Sadi and as a cash about, and then so they all here, join the old Facebook, and they all bright young Casa. Okay, join us live. Get the Anopanuncia Kasebo Ebro. Good morning and welcome to Thursday.
Tepi Rikosu Angel Kasile Popi Rikosu Angel FM
Bogana de my mammy mamungina mache Emma Kwaba de Moba Angela no Pano Sia Cassia Bosso a brass was a gun and some who do the Canadian more chame more dano pay baby I will talk robo don't trebia say ya didn't semi be a man war make house information centers who do a BJ penny and I was a suman semi a be eba wakwemu Sasso na be fontin time video Facebook a Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 FM so TikTok on Angel FM Kumasi YouTube no a Angel FM Kumasi na make house Kumasi reporter shepe any wo and sama eba wakwemu and nano pay ne ni ani mu nsem bi ene same eye Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly keme one mo chese nipa bi aye asobrache ewo containers billboards amoye so munyi enfam free santase runabout van kwa hojo no wɔn abu wɔn ani agusu nse so wɔn ade tumi na ahyɛ wɔn nsam wɔn be frasi ayɛ sɛ adwuma no anadwo eti adeɛ tena aba na si ebubu star na wɔn so wɔn di ka bɔ kɔkɔ ɛna wɔn amua ebetu just cement boɔ ɛma ne mu so kakra na Ghana force adan sɛ si di wɔ boro dɔlɛ saa so na akɔ adwama so afɔm ngo yɛ tetete so afa na mu de mo ba beto cement mu ana na so ni nyina nkamfo adwadie soafo ababonte de beto dwa kyerɛ sɛ ɔmpene ɛnhwɛ ne nhwɛ tena ɛma cement boɔ yɛntum emu nsɛm anɔpɛi ubetie bi na saa na wokɔdwa so nso a ɛdwatonde ahodoɔ sɛ nnuane a yɛdie ɛyɛ foods goods ɛne ɛnneɛma ahodoɔ pia provisions ka ho ɛnna wode wani kyerɛ mu aboso kan a ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ adwadie soafoɔ yɛ abɔ anan akɔ hɔ ne adwadifoɔ akɔdi nkɔmmɔ bisabisa wɔn mo sɛ nneɛma aba fam na die nti ɛna nneɛma boɔ gyina de gyina ne nteɛ ne sɛ wɔn mo atete nneɛma so ɛwɔ aboso kan dwani mu ɛno nti ɛdeɛ ne gye abɔ ɔmanfoɔ no abrabom ɛyɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawomi ɔka frankatufoɔ num no ho ɛde abeto dwa kyerɛ sɛ Nyankopɔn yɛ ado no ma na kwanya no ba ɛyɛ Kristofoɔ nso so afi bia wɔbɛmo makɔ Israel sɛdeɛ nkramofoɔ ɛyɛ ɛde kɔ Maka afi bia odongi ebremu no NPP presidential primaries abatoɔ komisa ɛde ato dwa sɛ aba a wɔn bɛto no ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ awia bɛbom na kataso muamuaso esumu dwadie bia ɛnkɔkɔ so ɛwɔ hɔ mewia media ma no ne nsɛm bɛto awoso ne wɔfa kwabena Donald Trump kyerɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ nneɛma keka kɔ no ama ahodoɔ bi a ɔne wɔn ka bɔ mu ɛnwene nato ɛde wɔn ano bɛto ne nsɛm wɔ Greenland asase no ho mo yɛ sɛ wase atoto to wɔn tariff ro so wɔgyae agro na no wodie wanya ntum eti nsɛm a ɛwɔ mu no deɛ tie bia na no pɛ nsɛm ne nkɔ awieyɛ na ɛno so yakenkan ɛde amaw meka wusa no pɛ ɛyɛ meboafoɔ sonko ɛyɛ sɛmfoɔ aboa Agye da Costa wɔtintim sɛm ne boaboa no wɔne me nua bɛma Emmanuel Kofi Safo Mafo ɛna no pɛ wɔn mo ɛbɔ me kyidom saa so na nnwumakuo na mama hoɔden sonko ma metena sɛ gye brɛ so mo Angel Herbal Products Angel Herbal Products sɛ wɔanya cream soap fachi keka na sɛ herbal mechane bia ɛne na me nua wankasa apɛsɛ asɛm to wo na wo yɛ ayɛ ho pa America na kwakwaje wodie Santa Maria and Diagnostic Center na yade yo wobi benya wane free yade amama nkama asɛm yade kwankro eba wo so a ojo ho ba bia nye gebra ne kɔ adokotafo ne nim de wɔn monim so tse wɔbɛhwɛ wo fɛfɛɛfɛ anapɛ wo somfo yɛ the finance minister Fiachia Brodia aka Medibewom ɛne de kwan so wɔsimu onsɛm ne nkyerɛmu anim Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly wɔma ba bonten ɛde kokɔbɔ aba afi atwa mu ni mu na wɔn mo ba amaniɛ ɛde to dwa sɛ ɛyɛ santase ahodwo ɛkwan no adwumayɛfo a wɔkwan no so te sɛ deɛ ɔwɔ stores deɛ wɔno twika ya water station hɔ deɛ wɔyɛ bibibia wɔ kwan no so sɛ billboard mpo na si hɔ a bɔ mmɔden anatu na sɛ wɔntu na Nyankopɔn yɛ adom na ɛbrɛ no so so ɔmo ba bɛyɛ adwuma yɛ saa duwa carriage a wɔn mo kyerɛ sɛ Ghana ba ne Japan aka wɔ ho abom de wɔn sa hyɛ aseɛ na ɛne a woto wɔn abom sɛ excavator na adwiri wo so togu na adwiri wo station tugu na atutu billboard no wɔn mo kan yɛ no enipa bi abu wɔn ani agu so entu wɔn so bɛhwɛ so mbɛyɛ deɛ wɔso wɔn mo yɛ ama so kwa interchange ya famwa yeduwa carriage ya besi santase runabout eti sɛ anadwo ɛno wɔn mo bɛyɛ adwuma no na wɔn mama kwakwasi busum ne da na ɛtɔ so aduonu a atwa mu yi ɛnso so wɔn hu sɛ nkrɔfo asobrachia na yɛ wɔn mo so ntena se mo bi fa wɔn sika nwa nanka yentie kinzuba wɔn da Kumasi kropon bedwana no sɛ mayor ne nsɛm ɔde atodwa afa sansɛm yi ho.
He communicated that and said that we gave them up to yesterday to take their items from the road, especially billboards and containers and kiosks. So from tonight, if we come and we're able to take four, we'll take them. The next day we'll keep taking them until the end of the month. No, we can't do all of that in a day. Taking one billboard off the road is not it's not an easy job. You understand? You need cranes. You understand? So it has to be when there's no activity on the road. So we'll come late in the night. So for billboards, maybe in a day you'll be able to take about 1 or 2. But I'm sure by the end of the month we'll have taken all. You see that the construction is taking place. These places had garages. these places had garages, and they were part of the people who have been engaging. Yeah. So we'll keep giving deadlines and we don't come. So stay there, and the construction will come and meet.
Kinzo baby ye anso hwa. What in some bit was so efa aproba. What it in team so far phase 1. At the Masadua carriage, no. And watch SSR realization, no. Nyame anim no kre. Ebeya kwana ye fepa maka ensan hobono. Eno so besi so said ye was eyo. Wey aya Ghana banjuma dia wa ye no wode boa. Said ebeya ya kwan mu beda ho. Amaka mompe so efri ho no mefisa ohwesa kwan no so a. Etabo peso pa no no mompe hu nti omutu anamo bi ati say yezuba.
We ask that everybody who is selling cars here be moved by the 4th and the 6th of January. So as you can see, we have successfully moved all the garages which were operating here and the car washing bay which was operating behind us. We have successfully evacuated them and construction has started briskly. If you look at the pace at which the contractor is working, it should tell you that when we say that we want to complete this section within 6 months, we mean business.
Yo, Ayemi Razuba, Kumasi Kropon Beja, Penia Wadano ni etese Okasano, Ojina Eye Santase and Hojo Quantempono so, contractor Frasi Awaye Jumantusha Wabe who say, Kamumun to me be excavators Nibisiwa, Wo to Aniana or to Wahese, Obe to me I had also a ansana quino Efrasie. It says a well contain our Quantempono to Biano. One which says I was why I didn't browse when you more ever to me na showman sem. No my head was one me a free bayano, one madi kind abomo and no ba, and any pebby, ebunia, a day a good one masum. I read what some was no pay a bushy a humano so. Na ya kwa aquadi and como. Nay, Nana says, and run about today, quachana more honor and say, what say, you know. Containers been so sanso. One which I say, Jatomu baba, Jenny Pusokra. I asked him some minutes, young Humano so, not young co and quading como. Memoir you made off for Papa B.
Major so miniaba.
Nampacho way.
Yamiadum now as well.
The radias, yes, we pa. Me pacho says, which in a him for Wadama.
You see, Anameo Santasi, China City, and Nimuhona by say me few about Santasi run about a miniature a honjo. Na meme bana me drew sa China City anymore. Sa stores na esanso fi sa China City anymore Costa Junction de. Ijada ba kuma e mobile money ne ijada mu e na so stores mienu aka mu. Amanfo mu gira wo nya no e obia na uniform obia uniform a wo hwe obia so ni wa offer fire service and access because nowadays no fire service we from no some questions we do early in the morning sa na ma ontimi nye de ontimi nye. Enti yesema momo mama ne na no pay omomrenya sadia stores net eda ho no wo ni na kusi Star Junction ho ne de ni nyina aha obi antimi mfa bibia ye de ewu mkose ne neja ni sidem na de mini aba anodin pa
wo kasa na wo se mobile money container bi na eja no efrase wo sha eye obi na bua padija no ko ho ana se bia light ya dundumadundumu abaye nafu abaye mienu miensem nie efrase no na akoso sa problem no
sene isitie ne de make me say boy am say obi na ayesa because as at 5:35:20 no ena sani man because that time ena light bia semanye de ankof na say nowadays mobile money for so say omo container ketwa na ye no bebre na wa light in ye de light ni mu aha cause baby e no hye no e hye phone shop bi any another boutique bi na stores bi so sa won echi nti baby e no statifi sa stores trainer etwa no ho hye an kwa de ka center light de e wo sa train ba ono no pesi de light in ye de light ni
na yenshe eja no ede bububu se de Facebook no so ahwefo anopa emumra arehosem asi ayeyem bia motimi aboa ye bibi kakra fa ho ena mafre fire service nso
fire service to be honest as I say me free one day na obi enu a offer fire service because me na me say no my main friend angel because mo na me Ghana finest mo na mo bema mo na betimi ama fire service for mo butin mo beba CCA that is why me say no my main friend angel na mo de
yo mini abema yen na wase na yen fancy ha said ya waka minim se afidie ne so kwa kire pa enti ye kan ya akrodum jaju na tukuo no wo mo beje ye so na de wo so mo ye bia de boa so mbe free patase so mbe free santase so mbe free ahojo no se si ye hwe se ye betimi ade dwumaso de aboa amaja na akofom se bedum so a edum kura nyame hira pa wo yo mamba pa we ya rahusemu a esi wo China City animu hode kro eye Star Junction potam ho ena rahusemu a ye kan esie container eye mobile money wa container snibi eno hwa light nim nti na ma me bisa ne se wo huni se ye kanea anase jani free baby ade a light nim de ede na jakotom esan foforo ama so to so ho no hwe nwusie ne se de jane hye na ano o hyepa yie na ye bompa esese adum jaji na tukuo no ebetimi akoduro no no maboa sa so na minim so omo ho no so ye o mafam de bia e de aboa meka usa no pa no nsia kase bo no wasugu so a wutie free angel 96.1 FM so kuma se report dance no so na mentu awuso na memfa nkwa adwadie aso ye no pani a woda no eye maame Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare na enne wodi atoja na no memene da na ebeto honum sai yesi juada ni mu de ba ye beto toto cement buom ne se cement buom sai wo hwe eye fuel fom nwo a aba fom diesel ne petrol ne bibia akofom dollar enso so ba bi oginai ne na ba akwe ne ye na sidi ase ato ahya no so ro prepra no eti aba ne san ye sabato cement m ane anokwa na asem na yire se benta na no na maame Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare kiremu a ono ateye no ehye ne nwanwa Efisas ne ma mabobo so nyina bibia di adanse ese kofom eti aba ne san ana cement ye kokopejam what in semi to jaw government accountability series e course so e wo mampani na tena ye an watch say woni kuhudu a wo moboa me yenya cement wo man mu industries ahodo wonu nyina hia amwaka atwa mu se Ghana ye yentoto ye ne hihye ba me esika samagina eti sansam na wo tete no efri hemfa nanso wotra yete aye montungu wombekwo so agine wani krogen satanka asiri a wosama ne tamfo suo akwoso ahwese cement no wobi emfrimfrachi emeye ne amahu nsem bia e wodwa so yanko ne entie wo soafo na no de sem wo cement hoin.
At the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, we engage the private sector, work with them closely to ensure that there is sanity in their space. We've done a lot of these engagements, and I'll start with cement because cement became topical this weekend. I've already been engaging the cement industry, and the latest one was on Monday. The engagement with them was to focus on improving quality and price stability. It is right learning where the dollar is right now. Prices must be stable.
Worry ye anso hwa no sanitary parts so eno na ayam wonsen ade ama ma se bosomeso ne yebu yensa ye di siesie hu se de be ya hunidi mapa ebetumi akode ama no se da bia ne akra sanitary pad free nkrofo ama so de abo man yimu wo koyi duty ho nsansam wo baba na abuo no na no so aye bibio ho enti aban hwe se ya ye man yimu ye di ebetumi aye de abo se de be ya nkwa se da bia de ye ho beto so se ye be kra ne ade enkwafa camera man no eno so aban na ye kra do se enimani mu ya wo hwe na ehumra ne nhihye nyina no de agua kwamu ame yatumi ayeye de man mu.
Sanitary products. I've also engaged the producers of sanitary parts first to encourage them to take advantage of Ghana's free sanitary parts program, and also to put importers and then manufacturers together. As a Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, we want to encourage even importers to buy from manufacturers so that they don't need to import and pay charges and have all the problems in Ghana relative to sanitary parts. Is good in more than we need in the country. The point in importing sanitary, it doesn't have to.
Wahu ansa say yes ya woni ye bie en wose omo ekra enti se so omo hwesa sa afa nu no wo mo ne omba twetwe nkoma no mo ne akudi ye no wo man mu no no mo nkwa kram kwatue sika twetwe die man nkwa fa asem bia man sanfa ma emedi atwam ne bo en okwadwa so o kire se sanitary pad aye dia che bibia ade no so ensa se nka ne bo eye densa na so aba ne sa wo mo guso eye ho adwumenti enche eno so be ya de beba fom paade amamma ne atumi anya bi de siesie ho busumi bia ya kwantu a eda ye nimu no eho yeda so agina dwadie ne niamantete so muyi na ye bebo awura aboso kan dwem na anu ada na eye soafo kro ya wo fato no ho so obaba pro e wo dwanim na ne wo ba na obisaw tomatoes wesi we san wo babo ase adai se niema ye mo kwafa adi duty na mo ye na ade tomatoes bo makwadu so ya san wo ba wasi na ntwira no mutwa half say wo mo se twa ze no se dabi anya ne sa million milk na so ya say wo bisa na kyese adwadefo ne bia ne amo hosem ba bia ade ne buo ne gina na gina wo bra ne entete ne ma so no enna ya tete so so de gina no se aden na mugu ga na animu asesa momo kwafa ne fofolafo na ma ba ba ji atwem ne bo e wo dwa so ama woni ebeto eho chocho wo mo saa eti mo hwe na nne ne kire mo nya ho bibi anokwa enno na kontabuo mu no wade tujwa boy adwadefo no abaso sabo se kai dwom ana no wo ko ye he enne wuduru ho adwadefo ma ne jai ene mema no eniema boa aba fom so wade toto afie atwa mu ne mfie mienu atwa mu no ho a eniema boa ye pa yenkotie na no de semfa aboso kai adwadefo a egu ho ene adwatonde ho.
And again, this is not hearsay. This is Elizabeth Ufosojai, Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. I am saying it myself because I've been there myself. I have entered the shops myself and I have asked for the prices myself. And the beauty is the fact that I went with people who have been patronized Abosokan. Price of engine oil, it used to be 600 cedis in 2024. Now it's sold at 350 cedis. And I did the asking myself. And I got the confirmation from my team. Car batteries, I can see a dealer of car battery here in this room. Esther, Gifty. The cost of a brand of battery was sold as 1,007 in 2024. Now it's 1,200.
1,200 akwantuo na no oguso a wotuo edefa battery hono eya car battery no woka what I said ye near 1,700 wo fie pinu ne aduonu nan mu no and the ukwadwa so 1,200 and ye what batteries na ahoduo bi nso so near 1,200 and ukwadwa so a 750 Ghana cedis what I say eniema ya fei emo said ye na bag ne tie no na ye 1,200 and na ye 900 ye omo na ahoduo pie bi kura nrusa and what ba yire said ye na ejina ye ton ba ko akete recipe wo de bebo apese nipa mienu kura ensomo enso na bo na nya bowa enani nyina so atete eno so yenko na yenkotie minister.
Prices have actually come down. Most of the things that we were buying in 2024, now we are buying at a reduced rate. And so when I went to Abosokan, I realized that a lot of the prices have come down, even though two products did not, the price of two brands did not reflect the decrease in the exchange rate. Sprinter and then Resting. And I was told that Sprinter is an old brand, and so it's difficult to find. And in respect of that brand, it's just a matter of demand and supply.
Mami Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare, wano ye swafo ohwe ye dwadie ene ye dwatondie entoto ye nhyehyeye a ye de to hokroji se de beya esisie enko obi afa no wo hweso na no disem efa eniema buom prempro ho ena na ye tie bi meka usano pano nsia kase boda oguso wutie free enjoy na me bohwe de wakọ Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawomiya na kache yenim so mu ye nipa num ena on mo prese emu ba akọ de yekia ke busum da to so aduasa ba akọ ye be yina me na to franka de amanyoko NPP anim na woguso a wa probom eno no de ato atu ahene ne asi ahene fo mo kwoto aba yi no anim se wo mo ano no omra no ba sade nkramofo afi bia donyinti won mo kopie mu maka ekotwa ka ba husia no wo ba sa no be ye Kristofo wo de mo be ko Israel afi bia eno ye nhyehyɛ ye Nyankopɔn ye adoma na aban no ebe hyehyɛ de aboa ye nuanom e Kristofo yentie Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawomiya
yem mai hiam pai bo pa me de se de mekano me wo gidie wo nyame mo ni igidi se ye bompa ya nyame tie ye pai enti na ye nkramofo de bia ye pese ye ko meka e ko bompa ye sa ye meka e ko haje me de hyehyɛ foforo ba said the Gamofoye called Mecca, Cobom Pine. Yes, you can say a poor Christopher, Pastor Samunko Israel, Ecobom Pine. Yes, you can say a poor Namutimiko Israel, Ecobom Pine, Emma, Yamai.
Why, Dr. Lahaji Mahmoud Bawumia Kane, Mampenina Bediatre, and there were Peso to Franca, or Amanyoko, and people said were to be a Fiam Pino near Jununaya Batuanimuno. Ena or day to a Christopher Wedding so on Mobuana, also Babwama Fibia Womo Uncle Israel. Na me free one man, I'm quite to le pepe in China. Papa in the Yankasa Robert or say, no NPP patroni be, Ewa Amancia West and Peswano so. What ya two about to come send him Saba ye betway, one on in time Jinafwa, Wabahama about winning in our cosfo. Na about to no Hamasum G, Emra, and Kabum, Emra, hey. Ewiammo bibibia Kwame Sani Bayem na ma puni bia nkwoso bia adwirimu anya se ena yabume ena obi atieti amefa ahodie so wose akwaba ne sa emwa yenti ato le pepe ne nsem ene na futu sem abato Kwame Sani bi
asama me ka kire yisi for pa ne se aye electoral commission se ba ye betuyi se pasabasa ye beba se eni die beba ejira electoral commission for so entimi srom se omututu omakwaye se to da bia se obi abefa ballot box akono ni nyina obuhwe no musia no omuma abano nya free and fair na amasundwe abagana se benya asundwe a ejira electoral commission for so
wo wie ye anso hwa wo chese wono de enipa wota na chi no wagi ne tum so obetimi aboa mama nyokwa NPP agya na so ababoa Ghana eyorumonyafo Kennedy akompreko Japan enti ne nhyehyeye ne nsem a obo apure wo ka no ema ne fa ne la agini di se ampa wo ba obetumi ayo enti wota na chikufu se na ntwie ene na chacha no na mu nsem enie
delegate ya mukoto bei the tetu asante mem ani Ghana mem nyina mo dan se mo beto aba no amma Kennedy ohene Japan bi se enipa num a yakoto omu so ba no onu ne kura message onu ne to oba ma no abeboa ya ma Ghana empuntuo akoso na nipa anya adwuma so ayedan aye individuals ankrankra bia betuma nya adwuma ye amma wanya na no aduane nya bia hwe ne yire ne ne ma enu ti wona e message ti ya to oba ma ohene Kennedy Japan mantamu ya to oba no ma Kennedy Japan a ye me huni se anigye bia obagye bia santememu no ayedan oba
Pia Robert Osei aka Atule Pepe NPP patron Amancia West empeswano so and yet say o kasa we declare support the Amira Kennedy akompreko Japan and we to abato komisafo yengina swem na me ntwa me honya boafo nkrato mra me ba
when we say that we want to complete this section within 6 months we mean business 3 weeks ago we asked that everybody who is selling cars here be moved by the 4th and the 6th of January. So as you can see, we have successfully moved all the garages which were operating here and the car washing bay which was operating behind us. We have successfully evacuated them and construction has started briskly. If you look at the pace at which the contractor is working, it should tell you that when we say that we want to complete this section within 6 months, we mean business. 3 weeks ago, we asked that everybody who is selling cars here be moved by the 4th and the 6th of January. So as you can see, we have successfully moved all the garages which were operating here and the car washing bay which was operating behind us. We have successfully evacuated them and construction has started briskly. If you look at the pace at which the contractor is working, it should tell you that when we say that we want to complete this section within 6 months, we mean business. 3 weeks ago, we asked that everybody who is selling cars here be moved by the 4th and the 6th of January. So as you can see, we have successfully moved all the garages which were operating here and the car washing bay which was operating behind us. We have successfully evacuated them and construction has started briskly. If you look at the pace at which the contractor is working, it should tell you that when we say that we want to complete this section within 6 months. We mean business. 3 weeks ago, we asked that
na me de mani akyerɛ mu nkrɔfoɔ so na wafa kwabena Donald Trump ɛyɛ America mampanyin na no mu na ɔde bɛto dwa sɛ wɔno NATO aman na wɔn ne nya adwene sɛ Greenland wɔkɔfa adi soɔ no wase increase wɔn tariffs ɛna wɔn so sɛ hwɛ na wo Donald Trump na yɛ sɛ nipa suro ho fi ne mfi wo ɛnam so ma France mampanyin Emmanuel Macron ɛde bɛto dwa yɛ sɛ deɛ wadua no ho boa aboro so no wɔn so kranti ni case it is also increase tariff na and wɔn kra so nani ni dwa biom brebra ma mane ma and was heye po bi ono aboa na to a ayame kwabena Donald Trump ana mo keka sa ansam ne cham no mo se yenti wu case ene de wo keka ene Donald Trump wa kwaba abeda no ho ada na no na asem ni nyina ne se sa tariffs a o increase no de ma Europe no se watwe asan won kwaso nye na wabesra wo mo se brano ehyiamudi ahodo ado amanim no ebema eye kwan ya opeso ofaso na Greenland ebedi Americansa na wo mo dada empotam ho no mane ye fe ya akono no wo mo moa no na saade no etimi emramu na wobekwaso ne wo mo ahia kopem se eye hyehyede bi a wo hu bia no ade asomdwie ebeba na Trump kyerɛ se Greenland ne de wompo wofa edi atana ni ase enti World Economic Forum a ekoso ewo Switzerland no wo mo behwe se bambofuo bi te sa asrafo mpo ne wo so omode omukọ na omukọ boban ewo ho no mu a wo mo be ni na enrada social media no so na adaje eni so kwabena Donald Trump na ni abre papa ama eye kasamfonyini kasafidi ahodo a ewo UK, US, France, Germany ni ade. Wonu nyina fansemi ama na no de semo no ware sabi e de ama wiase amansan. Eti tariffs enya amaso ewo European countries no womo abrabum. Me gina so na me de anopa no nsia kase bo amede beso mo mani ama no ne. Me de nyina esi na me de na sia masamfo aboaje da Costa. Anopa isi woje bre na wobetena se ekruche nsem no boaboa no. Na wasone so na minua ba mama de nyina da Emmanuel Safomafo enso so eboa yesa betena Facebook nanim na wode meko entintan fidie no so eno na ma akwanya ma wo bibia kuta mobile phone wonso utimi ehye ensemi bi na hu de ekoso memfa na ase ma adwatonde ahodo bia anope wo nso na esoma sinimu ema me ho eyeden medo kwa Santa Maria Medical and Diagnostic Center menua yade aye ontitumrekai na bra na brofo doctors e hohoro no wudru hwehwe wo mama so no wani ma ne ehu yade ha wo etu kra wontena sede en consult nwie no na yehu se yade na mu wo ha mapope be sa aduonum de apene ba bia fa na aduonum ne ye be sa ho yade wo ye free screening kwesi bosom ye besimu ne mo Shannon so outpatient service inpatient service eye laboratory service pharmacy ultrasound ECG EKG obstetric x-ray endoscopy infectious diseases ningina ye services ahodo a wono mo erenda fra 0548 295938 ye bajo so medo kwa Angel Herbal Products no so na wape cream any soap ni bi sancho de kro de senantemo propro kakarere fajare na fe bisra so fatri keke baby ayo ye adwuma brefu nti fa bisra sra ho na fe wape make sure bi malaria was inserium say ya na fa bon ho ban ye the rock me sha badwa so edi o manfo akagina mu pa empanini nkwala nyina ekamfo fra 0208 164457 Ashuma Bank PLC ana ye ni won mu ye adwuma awu firi se ebani sikasam entoto ye ne nhyehyɛ ya won mu ye man hotie susu savings ne current accounting na won mu eye bima loan fra 0501 387036 yabajo so ana pay somfo ameje bre na meba ebeso mo ma wo so de wa hoɔden eboa me eye the finance minister Fiachia Brodua aka Medibe wo megina we so ama mu nyina monitia ade na me so ama sports atwa so ma ukodo wagina adwa saso na quality aya krado wo mu de o mani ama no nsem agudie mu ebro koso na ne entena baba
everybody who is selling cars here be moved by the 4th and the 6th of January So as you can see, we have successfully moved all the garages which were operating here and the car washing bay which was operating behind us. We have successfully evacuated them and construction has started briskly. If you look at the pace at which the contractor is working, it should tell you that when we say that we want to complete this section,
all right, Jefa na same what Emma Osamu for Aboji da Costa na fe okenkan for and the finance minister. Ebrason yakwa pramaso warm up no and eba agude onsem ye wo pi e wa ha no pay ye ma waso ate ansana angel in the morning etimi atwaso efisem no Dr. KK Sapon akasa ediafa afkona Ghana ankobi eho ana afe wasa dinkomo ediafa ensemfoforo ho yebeka dia tudwa ene anopayi yebehwem owura Didi Dramani coach ma House of Folk obekaya 2022 yeko World Cup no na o technical team ne ho edi ensem na o kan ediafa World Cup ne ho ehon nsem eba enra Andre Ayew aye interview wakasa ye de nsem eba Albertamua I started training ama Sante Kotoko.
Okay, yebekwa amonone nsem no eba na sisi ameka se Claude Leroy se obekwachi Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes, odi asem area tudwa se Argentina Africa yem boycott World Cup no nienya kubiko Donald Trump enoma oye eneme de ban ama wei otina me de ban ama wei Argentina yenya tournament ibo niempe ba bintina eno eya asem owura no edi atuja ebewuram ni edi ho asem no edi atuja Morocco national team no na omo prepare for Barca on the trophy parade emene bua kwamusim yede sasa no edi betuja yebeko Champions League no eno Manchester City Chelsea ese bakuma Pafos omo antimantika eno wetima course na other games eno aka ewo dwumede ne so a yede mam yede aseda edi be ma boafo a o maso yasene Emiadia good no edemete for time about Misha ewe jaso mesrawa sa malaria pa enachewa eye time heba Misha drono ena wonum pebina nom malaria no ebetu asia simple ama ho etumi ato oba bosome so a ene menstrual cramps ebetu asia eme bia so etime koso wanum to na wontimi ne dia eye time heba Misha eduro na woto na so etime anom eme bia so etime koso ye wo time HH Misha ene ne capsules ewe jaso ene ya o Johnson na wote yawa eno ene beboa etu asia ade afiri ho sanso oba watenka wo fom bema waye mre ewo mpam eye time heba Misha duro no ena wonom ura baby atom bibi drobia ubenya biato number obefre na waginkyere mu pay ade afiri mo no 0244 417669 na the time heba center akasa ojo as brand beje home appliances dia na person di su fie dia na person di su demo ojo so otombi ediama opedodo atua ojo betu ama ope ba konso atwa eno so beton de ama our television set ewe na so ya oton washing machine fridges iron kettle ne microwave ubenya ni nyina bi enso etimi ato open mattress adaswa ube filie pa ofre ojo a oma mattress ni bi enso etimi ato ojo si owo sofa ewe na so ye enkonya udibe gutem enkonya udibe gu odan no ni nyina no ubenya bi ato ewo ojo ho ye wa kokos pes eho ene ye adwuma the number is 0548 504270 0260 617324. Nani Ojo Akasa Bus Digital Satellite. Bas mi ya meton ubetiminka me no unfinished business I was here really simple e bia so no etime koso oso pe decoder pa e dia so dem Ediasu hotel, Ediasu guest house, Basis on the neton, Edema decoder beer, and we are saying Niche and Yadua, decoder beer or Pebiano, Basis or Toby, Ediamau, Oberso or installer, Ababa installer, Ediama, oh, free Kumase, National President deliver more, and also no, you better deliver no, Ediamau, Yasansu, Recharge, and non. Decoders no enti yawa Brepo Junction Shipumu Kotoko Junction ho ena benya basha one ne bekasa 0200 050848 0556 287757.
Panasia Sonko Efama Kenny Rose Internet. Yeah, Kenny Rose. Omuya dear pa. Whatever kind of pay. Now we pay internet. Aya Juma. Say Juma we no with the internet na ya. Only Kenny Rose and kasa. Omuya dear. About the internet and a network connectivity there. Kenny Rose number 1. Say dedicated internet now here. And answer business unlimited internet. Upe home unlimited. Only Kenny Rose and kasa live video streaming. Omuya internet video surveillance, internet radio, Nina Hojuma, Esho Munsa, cloud services, network management, network security, Fakoja, Kenny Rose, internet solutions. Omo Kumasi Haya, Ashtown, EcoBank and Chenhope, and Omodi Juma, Wait Miso Afre, Ewo 0208 282810. 0208 282810. Now Kenny Rose Internet and watching come out WS Betting Etayachi WS Betting Ghana Ope Betting Company Omo also no Ayakasia pa WS Betting what the kid to be today no what discover fu Omo boost to also no up to 150% early cash out on Sabetinia account Aviator Opa Abecha your cashback up to 10%. We have first depositor Omo bonus 600% and a WS Betting Omo demawo Omo free bet daily and a free spin afe Omo live games and so WS Betting is said the noa and obiecha undi 18 years men ko kra ubetimi afre Omo aje more information 0599 282228 0599 282228 na WS Betting and watching come out Angel Rock Mr. no edaso ojaso ai Angel Rock Mr. and only a draw I come for ediamount titriu wa anopei usisi aya wo yapa unya Angel Rock Mr. ebeboa na sisimu yawo enso afiri ho na wanya hoden edi wakonia ba ama brabo no atimi akoso ebasa anopei wonsa ene wonan aitritia uhia Angel Rock Mr. eno ene beboa na moja no atime defo sani ye se de beya saade no ebetimi afiri ho untumi enidi Angel Rock Mr. Emo numate na watima didi ama ho aba pa ene saboa ama mema Adiasa mutimudi mo mensam ewompam amoba unumbiso a etwe atenka ba ama unya anije pa Angel Rock Mr. Pennyfo dro yeka se undi 18 years menko ho uyoba wafa furo anase oma obanofo a menko Angel Rock Mr. ho dro anu oden pa Pennyfo a modum fie so na mo aposo ye papa emema me mesrawo fa Angel Rock Mr. no ebe hwete sa ya oni nyina afi wa aposo uhia bia ehonya de kra odwa so obetimi nso afre na ya bre obi 0244 719230 and I say 0244 186612 Angel Rock Misha or say akokura bedi
wabete ede asado ho na enoma akoso eno ne drono a onom na enoma atimi akoso dia ma wadwuma den na wo nyina no
yes
onom Angel Rock Misha ene betu ase ema ho atimi akọ masa enkonoma dro bia o Rock Misha na fa dudo ode toguo num ne sa de bia wa ho beden yare de enya de aba yare bida
yes
Angel Rock Mr. Dr. Koko Tena de aba ono de ote drase
oh ja
Dr.
Achika
oh my fantastic oh fantastic ote drase ono ene de aba nti pabina no eme bia so enkoso ye kwam no ne na mankwade we ya mfa o beti be kuni pa o
ade jaye izanie obi a show zanie
da we kwade
ade
eko be 4 months ni ngura buda
onko ho onko
de we si kuma e praman fo bi no
bra
but oya de ya juma
na kabrabo no
no na ya kone dia mono nsem no e dia to so e dia mete for mutation no eno match sauro koso ya de sa games no e dia tuta mamoso matimati Champions League e games sauro a eno etime koso Galatasaray team no e body cha Atletico Madrid game no corner we no bia to atena ba kubako e ma sa game no enso etime koso Sansu ena Karabakh team no esa 3 goals Frankfurt for no ate academy no yenya Atletico Bilbao omukwa away awachasa Bergamo ekosa 3 goals Atletico ayamadu to Bilbao team no ewini amatasa Atalanta entime antisaka Omo etekari mienu miensa ena Atletico Bilbao omo eseya Atalanta team no etekari mienu a yade wansam no ene mete for Bamunche team no ensu se 2 goals Hurricane ene bossa 2 goals no ene ma Bamunche team na Union Saint-Gillois omo intimate saka eno etime koso Chelsea team no ese kaba kuma Pafos intimate ka eno etime koso Caicedo ene to satina no ona sa to so ete man of the match eno etime koso e was a game nim Juventus team no enso bo 2 goals Benfica for no intimate saka eno etime koso Liverpool team no kwa away ekobo 3 goals em Olympique de Marseille intimate kano ene a gamer eno so koso Newcastle enso nasa 3 goals PSV team no intimate saka no ansana Barcelona enso ekwa away ekose 4 goals Slava Prague team no intimate kan mienu a eno e gamer eno etime koso Fermin Lopez about 2 goals Edema team no Danny Olmo ese go ansana owura ne team Anita Lewandowski ono so to atina unim se wey first goaler Lewandowski ase and so let me dama Barca our Champions League this season Emmanuel and so let me akoso and it is see America say owura no recorda wanom asate and also odia tour edema Barcelona team no and something for 15 seasons near ebiano to atena our Champions League and no etime koso no 2011 2012 and owura no asa say go our Champions League him e free no and some many be pemna ya kase season biano onu etuotena and some let him at man who ya this house so and some let him their Twitter and rata owura ne din and some editors Frankie Dion equity yellow card I was a gamer and wait me koso na medical ya to just kobose odi yellow card onom abe me last game Barcelona team no everybody at FC Copenhagen MSA game no at me koso intene owura no abe me sisa game and no ebe to me koso ya tin wasam no and so let him ya Twitter awosam and say owura ne team and so it say Pedri ekoko prayer e was a game and wait me koso amatemate and say bueno almost say I had the right leg and when your hamstring ewomu enti sakrobase eyesana tiadia initial test eyempono enoma no enso etima be chese eyebe 3 to 4 weeks abrantena ne di ade Pedri entimi siakan enfama Barca team no sometime na kobase owura no enso enya se prano diamate ene se owura ne di ade Hans Flick no ade ne haniye pa enti sa Collins ebenya owura no image no ade atoso chese wo hu mako owura no
Nikoma Buse
Masa Pedro di opera aya sam kese pa edema baso entenai abrantena ne tin ade Pedri and no so opera ya this story no and so let him their Twitter was you cross on and the legisam edema baso team no and Chelsea and so as a baku Emma Pafos omantimi anteka I know to make so Nasa Liam Dilap the chance to find Baba Day. Unim say Enra, a game na Cosono, Dilap enya 12 touches, our gamer, and on Etima Coso, Obo 69 minutes, and oh boy, I was a game him artist touches no, Makomako 12, and on Etima Tachia, and no Anitas a deba, Yadu want some no, and some let him your Twitter, Chelsea Bobo Kono, Nyamea Duma. Omu hwese ometima qualify for top 8 no enam se sisi ameka se omawuram eni nti se kobose Chelsea bobo kono omu ese eye Napoli a ome qualify to top 8 no se kobose Chelsea entimi anse Napoli a na se top 8 no Chelsea entimi kan nana ya otieme se Chelsea elusu more than a goal at the man Napoli a the probability and some that's a Chelsea Ekobo playoff New Year run of 16 on it does say Obesia Arsenal and as Obesia Bayern run of 16 and no Nyamia to my 9:30 Meba Bechiromuye Namit Sam no and so Adia Twitter Emma Musumatimatia Ninyan Ayan Sama Yademete for and so our Chimeden so and Chelsea and some Namdia Twitter Emma Musumatimasi Anra W. Esi akane Chelsea team no owie ne trouble Salopa Jenny Jesse I'm a Pia Sweatima Cosintanua, Salopa, Elecotu, IG, as a Jessia, Orana, added W, as a Adema Yampuno, a Yapa for Simno, or no Ananinsan, and so Etimekaya, yet this our story no, and so let him their Twitter, Omokotin, Liam Rossinia, or Sam from Twitter, as a game non, Abayate, match against Napoli, Nemum Onsro, a Quampiasunum, a Chelsea, Ebetimia Tuaso, Akosha Napoli team now, and we are some Urano, Adia Twitter, and Ranso, Liverpool team no, Ecobo 3 goals, Olympic to Marseille, and Timiantisaka, and non Etinacoso, Unim said Dominic Zoboslai, at the free kick at Watana. Edema Liverpool team no and also create chances in Bia and the Bia Sweatimeko so Oko a Champions League him and yet this season Omoma creating a big chances our Champions League him no a Dominic Soboslai and attacking or no a creative 7 Kwadi Gapu, a creative 6, and Alfred Chasti Catilara, or no, and so a creative 6, and no, any chances, no, and yet to us, no, and so letting your Twitter, and Mamma Sumatimati, are not slow to say, and run, or would deserve it, as a Omuini gamer, and waiting a course on, now, or see from Twitter, as a season, no, now, a idea. Almost no, a Jumrebiana Omunya lucky. I was just I am matches Europea and waiting a coso. Now, I say in the last 13 games, Liverpool team no, Obian to me, Omu, and Chennai, Omurian Musempono, I met him at Tuaso, and a Bia sweating a cosua, and here some Urano, Adia Tuja, Yadon some known, and I met for Manchester City, Ombo Kono Kolusu 3-1, and the chair Bodo Glemtama, the one some Adia Tuja, Enra, and your Tessa. City for and say supporters na omukwano omusika omutuya say a flight and now some hotel omukwada nyina no o merifande omusika and so night meet amomu Emma Diamantes captains no Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz, Rodrigo Cascante and Alfe Allen Hala and on the joint statement abaya omedia just ometua eyesikano ayama supporters na yadis our story no and so night meet to the 9:30 usiamia made the statistics a womb our Champions League no at the Twitter Chelsea ebetime wuram our top 8 Barcelona team no ebetime wuram our top 8 ana Sesiameka say top 2 secured Arsenal team no and Bayern Baku and Kaya Baku betosum yeno enom ane chasa diaba yade to Jamanko Claude de Leroy I say I'm wondering whether we shouldn't call for a boycott of the 2026 World Cup given Donald Trump's behavior towards African continent. Na ose ade ba ko pa ehano ene se ade na ekosu nyina no nipa ba ko pa ene betimi akasetia eno aye Gianni Infantino ono so no esoso Donald Trump so ena sabi oji sansem hunu no ena ose mabani wei otina mabani wei ento wura no ese Infantino just say e was a boycott Sa World Cup na nyame atuma no eba no ayete wasem na tuta Morocco so sana omo brande omo kasa omo be trophy parade no on say ana 20 World Cup omo na giye Sanso ena Arab Cup eno so omo na giye enti omo twanya ne kompeso omo de AFCON so enti Collins said be to so omo brande omo bas no atese komo ba betwim mo me soloku Tobe pa and Amaku Adi China no more brandino. China Yanchi,
one for lazy empire,
and a Camoroco Cromodie, trophies Mensa, and no dear trophy parade, and a Cadebeso Cromonia Ketuakra, and Timako Fallo Canon at Tosso.
Okay, Grandmaster, Meda say na fe yadika kra tuja o fie na ya peja emu Angel in the morning and ya teso e de warm up no enso ebe yan hyase e wo Dr. KK Sapon asuye or your former CEO Edema GNPC Obekaya some time ago no yeah Juma Dema Asante Kotoko as the chief executive officer about the ball dia onimu ye pa on the car say munimba yenso ye nimhwe a ba ye fen da kromu ha na panini kire say Afcon na Ghana anko bi no a wake up call pa was say ye to nyoma yie South Africa nyina kosia na say Ghana anko bi dia na say ya rahusam yie pa.
Very sad, very, very sad, but you know we need to advance the game in our country. We need to do more investment. We need to so much cry about officiating. And that's one of the reasons why ASECAM is chickening out. And if we cannot do that, I'm afraid people will not invest. You invest and you are shortchanged.
Okay, ti Dr. KK Sapon anayate nenka ohono na wan fancy wa wasaka safa World Cup na Ghana enso ekono ho o se World Cup no e was say Ghana ye players a omunim bo e wo wiase be bia no e was say aton safre wo mo eni kwanse e ka say we ayase masi we obentinti no ye mfa ne ma Ghana ni nko ade a World Cup no ye mfa ne nko.
We should call the best. Yes, wherever they are. The national team. Why do you want mediocres to go and play when better talents are elsewhere? You see, and I think the reason why we go out there for foreign players is because they have the best of facilities for training and the best of techniques. So here we need to upgrade our technical people, their skills, and then also make sure that facilities for training.
Dr. KK Sapon and awate nenka okasa reason I defa foreign-based players edeba any idea facilities ne dia omo obi pa ana technique no so omo ko manim tie was ye upgrade ye ho okrom ha ye pese ye nya local players more e ye stars ne mu dia I was say upgrade your facilities and your technical know-how no so I was say pejam Dr. KK Sapon and yate nenka no yentie coach Emma Hatofok owura Didi Dramani I say World Cup na ye kono obia wo role I was we play a free FN so abine ka ho coaches no empo players no supporters cry e wo role I was we play tini kwa de bia yes ana otoado e de otoado enye otoado nkwa na be ma Black Stars ayade.
I think that we keep emphasizing under Otto, but everybody has a role to play. You and I have our role to play, and then he has his role to play. The technical staff, everyone has his role to play. The players have their role to make the right decisions, and also our management and political thesis have their role to play. Our support base have a role to play. I think that our objective is that we need to get out of the group stage. That is our motivation.
Where I someone Didi Dramani where they etujwa one fancy ho wasa toa so say uye coach pa now coach national team den say ubenya players na bom any o ma training ate ti de wasa wo ye ne say o monitor players ni ye pa na wo say obia wo form player bia wo freni bia no player or form or active or born homoden ansan wo afre.
It's good that we are playing England and then Germany. We are playing Germany. So at least that will be good. And I'm sure that they will line out, the necessary. Unfortunately, you will not have chance to play so many matches. Sometimes you have only one. Just one. And because the players are very busy, playing, their matches. And what is more key is that you do a lot of monitoring. It's about just monitoring those that you think that they are within your frame, they are within your squad list. That you are sure that you are following them properly. And then when it's closer, you are able to shortlist the 30 to 40.
Okay, the former assistant coach Emma Black Stars and our tenant Kano Didi Dramani aka Perfecto he say on the kuta how to folk team no ewo ho yanto aso yen fa kakra ma dia yenko Andre Ayew enso aso ye former Black Stars captain Andre Ayew say obone ball e de ma Nak brother ewo Netherlands na Nak brother amaken unim say Ghana near friend of Matu Amoa one of the technical team members or Nak Breda Honomo na Bekaya 2010 Yako World Cup no na Andre Ayew our squad nimu na Matthew Amoah enso our squad nimu na Andre Ayew say Matthew Amoah our respect amani ye pa sansa bra no oba Black Stars kra no na Matthew senior man our Black Stars nimu enei wasa be to no as ni coach no na ni agye no gidi say ebekoyi amomo our Nak Breda ho.
For me, I just want him to know that he's somebody that I've always admired in my growing up days and as him as a player, but not as a player because in the national team I got to know him as a person. Somebody I admire, I respect a lot. And I really see him as a senior man, as I say. It's not just a word, but it's real, like a big brother, and I'm very proud to be here with you, and I hope that we'll enjoy this moment and keep the club that we have the badge on our chest now.
Angel. Okay, nti Andre Ayew and I ten nka enso ewo ho enra ewo Asante Kotoko training grounds no Albert Amoah ake kan ho ewo training grounds ho ache se enya sam ketu akra enra Albert training ye ache se oba ye no wo se de ni colleagues no feel out musa no me koyie pa edema Albert Amoah na Albert edi nkomo one Kotoko media nakasa ama Albert Amoah ache se waba back sanse owo unfinished business bia I was so obey into a bra kwenya ba ya say I was so loan no Kotoko ne first team or drink one so over.
Oh, it feels good and it feels like it was a holiday, so I feel good. I decided that I want to come back to Kotoko so that I will just finish my own everything that I started so that I will be okay. That's all. I think winning the league is also part of my journey, and I was happy when the time came for me to choose the team that I want to go on loan. So I decided to come back and work hard and claim it.
Angel. Albert Amoah and Awate Nenkano is over Ghana Premier League table no so Asante Kotoko any team odi kan no points ne kakra wo mu na Albert Amoah say supporters no obia kan na koma ntone yam sansa league ni de enko ba bia Kotoko betimi age league no.
Well, I think when you look at the table, it's not over. There are more matches to play, so I think there's nothing to give up. I think we are going to work very hard to make it to the top, as our supporters want us to do. So I'm really happy to be here so that we can work together as a team to achieve what we want.
Angel. All right, I know someone Albert Amoah or the Atuja and Abrao training here. Our Asante Kotoko and so as you na chese and no man so ekoso and the emano say uhemu na chese emo e papa 8 clear points and a dem medium and a Kotoko league no Albert Amoah say Kotoko ebetimi ababak na omo abeje make a league ni ho asem no na meboa week number 20 edatna and a Eshase Dreams FC and Young Apostles game at University of Ghana Stadium hall na fe Meminda 11 Wonders ne Hearts of Folk edashisha so the same venue yebeto so awram edakwasiada matches wo ho Kumase Asante Kotoko ene Basake Holy Stars ena Asia Swodro All Blacks ebetena efie ni Adriana ede aboso Karela batakwa abeshia leaders mediama na fe Bechem United ene Heart of Lions game no abaso Bechem Ho United fie omoni Vision FC ene ebo na fe Samates Samaboy omoni Nations ede aboso team a friend of Brekum Chelsea at Nafie now on a champions Gold Stars and so Eddie Aboso. These are fixtures Edema Ghana Premier League match number 20. I can want some at and also on the pay Yemfa warm up no emprimha na ebonon kron epamua. Angel in the morning, sorry, yapeno, Don Summer, a bit take over. Na fe, yeah, the first half no, and so etimi aba, nti na eno, ene diate, and opedie, amenfa, happy birthday, and come Bray, and some keto akra, where quality there, maybe they're no chairman be or die, why any na, internasa, and happy birthday, and fama, a dujanfi, our in Tobroso. A do jamfi of Ntobroso and your birthday. Na go ponka ho na oma so na oma business employee papa onko so more business ideas. A do jamfi of Ntobroso and your birthday. happy birthday. We every Tony Montana of Kesben FM and Abba inti oh arijan fi wa miemu ye pa ne photo no kwanya photo ke to akra
na ho fa ni so de okura bi
yes
arijan fi ho fa
nice guy nice guy
enti edu nyamisha na onye okese
nice one
nyamisha na onye okese na fa akra no so to so na me wish no happy birthday eko edema Khadija akra kitu okosku e Happy Royals International School na omami mufi efe sadia ena fe look ese yemfa birthday sronko emfama no na domu sren se nyame hwa na onye okese na enyini be panyimpa domu ewosema obia no emrem enso ema na de also pese onyini be ye bia no nyame enhia so na emrem ema ema bia ko enkoso kamenti Khadija School Happy Royal International School nyamisha na onyo kese na de wo ye bia enkoso kama enso emfa emao okay ena we nso every Salome ewo Genesis Radio ewo goso ose emfa birthday ema Matilda Nyako nyame enhia bebre na omao eye ahoden ene eye sika bebre emebia so enkosomanti Matilda Nyako happy birthday eko edi amao nti Salome akosua frima ewo Genesis Radio ene se emfa birthday enso emfa emao emebia so enkoso kamenti manko se otu hia so ho
yes Mr. Eugene Kofi Amankwa
otu hiase
yes otu hiase
hia de otu bebre ase ukonu krom oboase east
nyasam ketwa matesa amanfo se also ko parliament
oh yes
oboase east for no say bra oboase east ho no omugidi se onya tumi saka ho a ebetuma na bonkofo bebre
because already onya tumi ne kwa
no
oso aye astote
ono ana fam
ono adzini sika
aye oboase ahanso ya wode ho na sa project ne koso ono ye astote ama community no
anantina momfa ma no
nkofo wa boa wo mo
edu mo tukwa
mo nya scholarship
university
boa
manfo we pay scholarship manfo mu ko school abrochire
manfo yare a chese o wo mo
watu hia bebre
using Kofi Amankwa
akwantu nso de
eno crowd mosoka World Cup ya na no amanfo yem si wo mo say ya block Ghana for yentimi nko America o say da bi ntesa say World Cup na pesa ko de a brana so ye
na no me kare asem na cho me ne kasa me se me ni pa bi se World Cup also quality catch and say onya ba 100% assurance or give sane de amam emna kwa World Cup bi onim de oye
o da bi ono de
ono
yes
New Zealand ne so da o kwa ye
juma peche
adwuma da ho o ye bema o yo ba o di 18 elko mo den obetimi aye adwuma ni nyina nsa obeba na obeto ofisa ne dia ma o kwa ye adwuma income no aye boto
yes okay oni achiri kuma say our north interest
fantastic
bugis in hwa ana oboase our yak towers last floor number ne kra ni friends here netu na mo follow who no road
yes ehun here
0553 944 608 and 0509 72 56 33 Eugene Mart Travel and Consult
ono na betu
otu yase unja metesa na wo kan say ayise mayenko
World Cup World Cup because of Donald Trump attitude in the normal
ma won say US embassy form the ayibiaba say omo a create system bi e de ama titiro ne Africans
okay
omo a create pass bi e de ama yen betimi abo ama nkrofo etimi enya access on friend FIFA pass
oh yeah FIFA pass
US embassy on say omo ye ne te say students yes I-20 bi on admission so person ku school amno ne your admission date na what say pay date ma now meet date na also the deadline na wo school no te say sa omo F1 students ne they are normal Wednesdays now Wednesday bia no you make sure say students no kwan be ko say be on be meet o mu date o so o mu be ye bibisa e wo ho e de amaye say de be man crofo etimi enya access to the normal friend FIFA prioritized appointment scheduling system inti ucha utekiti So World Cup ticket in Kwa Okoha was a mouth date. Now we take it now, we try and we date in a goose was a born who could be into Omu making sure say Ombema when your appointment in Tem.
Yeah.
Said a bear open meaty sour deadline. No, what you Martin Ebi. Woman, you introduce you, but was saying to be on be introduce you, and here any muso on be introduced.
What happened in the month when you are
dying? But almost a conwoman in Tem. Omunian in Tem, offer you Jimat, obeyan in Tem. Now, when near also the Kunina, said a bear bit me and meeting with deadlines near the Adina. But US embassy need the also my crowd to make sure say. Africans, Ghanaians do na bit me ako. It is say no, the hands when you take it. When you take it now, Elkoye Nimini appointment ama waiting. Yes, we are born price.
Take it say into a interview.
Ose.
And I saw we have a coin.
I say appointment any here. It's appointment. Next what to take to call appointment. No into me uncle once me in so.
No so take it na Pascal. You go take it here now and here calculate you be 2,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, so 1,500, 1,700. I say this auto take it in me and say ya be 6,000. Yeah. Now go for interview na sam fa.
Oh, na dey nti na mfa. Kwame enye wiase na ya blasta ya di etira ana omukọ World Cup
ye
ko tanchi ni aba
all right Marco amina wase quality ene maokodo ene de warm up sports de ebreye no ene ye wo a packed show and yen come on the door so pa nana Akuya Amoakon is a doctor. Akuya Amoakon is a special guest in the studio. Or deputy spokesperson, the man Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia is a guest. I know ebebo enkomo ene sanso ene nyansabo akwa enso ofia ye behwe elections na eba no ye be 2025 na ya behwe 2026 science bi ne niema bi a ebetimi aboa wo de no benya na afi me de na wura New Patriotic Party for ne de no so ne ahwe omo a ekono matese binumu kase o abawe nye divine enye nkom sesem eye abanu eye human in nature enipa na ekoto enti kan de obetimi aye ne nkrofo ntie ne enkoto abamawo ana divine wom because na no minim se binum so de buy so my yom near me binum so matisa date ni binum se rem no nheda nkoye papa binum se ne ya na eto aba no a ke bia candidate we ne nke be we be ekoye nim no bibia betimi asesa sa na tie ana djuma nipa na ye ne be hweso ato abama no okay and ye bedi sa ansem no ho nkomo e wa so you can always join the conversation. Join us live on Facebook Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 Angel FM Kumasi 96.1. You can send us your voice at 0246677566 0246677566 and I will do our da yema happy birthday. Birthday line no on na ebisa no 0536683699 0536683699. That is our birthday line. But yeah, messages in sending ahead. Say be and then I will be the birthday and can run at the Sunday. Obedi no ochina also sending and then no mutimi who said a bear. You beat me arena ya now say a day amount. And then Ewa oda yema happy birthday.
Beach hangout. For all your refreshing moments.
Angel Cola.
For your parties, get-togethers, events, and celebrations, enjoy a chilled bottle of Angel Cola.
Radio Grandma, today is your day. Over to you.
Thank you. Enjoyment Cola.
Angel Cola.
The Enjoyment Cola. Enjoy all your moments and fun time with Angel Cola. This advert is FDA approved.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting? For your kids' enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
For your graduation enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
Beach hangout?
Angel Cola.
For all your refreshing moments?
Angel Cola.
For your parties, get-togethers, events, and celebrations, enjoy a chilled bottle.
Pia Johnson of the Church of Pentecost Subonte Assembly. May the good Lord bless you. This one is coming from Joshua of Angel FM, and I say and wish you a happy birthday. So Kufu Pia Johnson, today is your birthday. Happy birthday and enjoy your day. Happy birthday to Nana Kofi Edinkra Amo, a student of New Life International School, Kronom Kwapra, from your mom, Adepa Special, and your dad, Dr. Nana Kwame Edinkra Amo, principal of Kwapon Nursing Training, and also the chief of Doma Yakrum, signed by Dr. Abedi Kwadaso. And I say, and we should do our don for Etawachipa. Nana Kofi Edinkramo, a student of New Life International School, Ewo Kronom Kwaprene, your birthday from your mom, Adepa Special, your dad, Dr. Nana Kwame Edinkramo, and we following and wish you happy birthday. Happy birthday to my son, Jeff Odru. May you be great in everything you do, and this one is coming from the entire family, wishing you good health and more blessings, especially from your mom, Mame Sewa of Veragamo Restaurant, Patase, and your dad, Nanaya of Angel FM Kumase, wishing you happy birthday. So, happy birthday to you, Jeff Odru, we Nanaya of Angel FM. Enafi Mrs. Sewa ononso ewo Veragamo Restaurant ewo Patase Junction Estate Junction say yen wish no tinana ya obani and then birthday swag ankasa Unigana oh Italy. And now I can say Illy.
It's Illy. And Illy. Oh, yeah, Illy. Monting Grubach.
My video will social media.
I dear Monting.
Italy chances kill. A German in here Monting Grubach.
Monting Grabats.
Chances kill.
Teeny is silent, so don't mention the T or Mano.
And I was money.
First, you better say Italy.
Never say happy birthday to you, big boy. And I mean, sure, Papa. And Ofada ne obusuan phone in I wish you all the best. Happy birthday to our dear sister Joanna Dyke Davis, a nurse at Continental Government Hospital. We pray for God's protection, strength, and love, and may the good Lord continue to bless you. Okay, this one is coming from your sister Comfort in UK, and I see you doing the general of Angel FM, and I see and wish you happy birthday. So, Joanna Dyke Davis, Continental Government Hospital, today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, and enjoy the blessings of the Lord. And then so, Mian Kasaminia Berima Kwaku Tebi. And ne dofu birthday say happy birthday Nana Sian Emmanuel, living in United Arab Emirates, Dubai. Become exceedingly and abundantly blessed as you age older. This one is coming from your good brother and friend Berima Kwaku Adjei Tebi, and I see and wish you happy birthday. So Nana Sian Emmanuel, and now I would Dubai. We free Kwaku Adjei Tebi. I say I wish you all the best. So happy birthday and enjoy the blessings of the Lord. Okay, Nana Ama in Soko eya bunun koso ima wampa. Nana mo achi.
Piao.
Na ipombo ko de.
Nyamia dauro mame ho ye pa.
Bia e fine.
Oh
yeah, sure.
Oh. Onko ya sen kameka.
Ene mi jiudi.
Nyamia dom. Ade a chin de. Ye din ya bukum. Aha. Ya tima sorry de tabita kum.
Finance minister who say video here no better man.
Orokura wanjo. Dabi wanya ubone wa ya de ne ma. Ni fa ye wo we Yesu se won sare mra. Mata. Yesu tia se de ya besane afrifri de ya besane afefe. Kai. Sine pabia. Asina emu ye. Esara ye wachi ya wa mu ye. Awurade beye wachi ya wa mu ye ai. Ebesane ye o wachi ya wa mu ye. Yesu beye. Ahoto ba fie. O se bwa ba fie ne. Mata. Mata tabita kum. Bantama vestes me yakwa ya ho.
Anu hana boy.
O mani jambo. Baba shala afash.
Ye ra the obon krata num finance minister Afia Achia Brodua Afia Memoache.
Yeah, Janana.
Na bibia e bokode.
Radiadom. Yes, me keka ye hu je na chese grace na.
Adom na.
Ai divine selection na kan ye.
Enokre.
Ti ye the radias.
Enokre. My whole story BCCA.
Okay.
Or say a Kumase resident Mrs. Mavis Elikem Bewodo has filed a suit against Konfanoti Teaching Hospital at the High Court alleging medical negligence that he claims led to the death of a newborn baby.
One kafra.
Or say was sue Konfanoti was sue or more court.
Yeah.
10 million Ghana cedis.
Oh, be a more.
10 million Ghana cedis. Na utie na asem na or say negligence in the management of my labor. Na say okowo
no. Omo ni biadasro. Omo anya de wo so omo ye.
Niema bi.
Ama na losing the baby.
Ama na losing the baby. Nti empata no 10 million Ghana cedis.
Na management ne jetum say negligence.
Say I will court.
The court no beka.
Konfanoche for so no so akochirim tienti a omugidi se ni ho kwan so omutua 10 million no edema no
banana ya na arehu se wo banyu boso menko no
papa
na eda na wasa akwala ne ba wiase no na wo lose no enye easy nti yenjai ma court said ya wo kan no na court decided
also okọ Cilium Hospital ho na no okọ ne
antenatal Cilium
na ena hospital no yes omo bed didn't be go through cesarean session. Let's see if you yes Konfanoche and son no motimi ayama so May 6 2022 ena omo a transfer no edene ba Konfanoche now I say omo admit no 2 p.m. na obia mehwe no 2 p.m. na ye je no obia ma ne nchen obia mehwe no bra no kuta no referral note ni bibia obia attend to kopim say 6 p.m. enu behwe no enumre
okwada ho 2
exactly 2 o'clock
6 p.m. ena ye behwe no omo ba no ma won say ne dilation no adru be na 1 centimeter 1 centimeter and now say omo o nipa no sign call here 2 a.m. and we say nipa no sign by beam from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. and also say omo ebe check here na 4.5 centimeter 3 a.m. and we say
hours no wo wadodo
say
egu no
okoka kire nurses no omo ka kire so omo mfi no
aka so kire
o say hosa afi obia na yede aba o se CS ntini ya transfer ne de na ba afi om so onko na onko
na de
na delivery no
se be twa no
referral letter
se be twa no
se mu twa no nti nko ba ya mo twa no
no twa no no nyini ba
enti na o so okowo enti o se okowo ye na ne ba no owo no wie no won say akra no so oye paid
ne hu mo jeni
na sa wa bre aye tired
ti enamu ana ode famu akra no enti ogidi say obi ena anya na duma yi ema
ya boja go ntimi ni sika wo
na zade
enti no what can you say no
ona ni aka sa
ne dia ne ye no kure
sa
enti omo be court
e
we ni musa asem na okuma se high court be court no akokire DNT o deserve so see tu asa sika no e bi kura story ya ne fax your dey akọ
na ntisa
e bi kura na ntisa
exactly
because ebe yen nwanwa se de obi beba 2 p.m. na nurse ni aba no 6 p.m. ni eja na to ho 2 a.m.
It was
oh no
omo nso common reason say no kre say e sa abranu mu no omo attend o be ma reason
nti abaya sa
ebia medically na o se omo twen so nti konfa no che ebeko no akwa kire DNT no kwase
manso do so wi
papa se de mra ya ho wu ye bibi no nti ase a
court straight
no wa ma court wa fro
o se ebis Cape Coast ebis sa onkra dem se ni kunu no na de court ma me na okwo no ni free ono mo awode omo ma niska se odibem ekwan a efa so a na ire no free mu no na ye omo a eye adwuma woni bi
attention anka won free
ha ne ma no ye free mu entina da bia ye ka se me de da bia me wo ba bia law no wo
yes
so man mu no se ye bo modern na obi didi se ye tietia no fa hudie so no de emra no test law na ebe mu obi aye na adwuma pepe
na recently so one say ye law no as ye de ye adwuma mo because first no so obi nya asem ana se bibi to na wo de kwa eni pa kra bebu wa
basa wo de ko be ko
na de follow cases bia
sa
enka wo kra wo to hu ne say o case we de wan fa nkwa na nka ye den enso de ko ye ne mra na ye adwuma
sa
enti ebeda ye judicial system na se so mama mra no ye adwuma e say ye matemamufo ye nya ho keka
sa
ene wodo e de taye kire enti obi ntie ti obi fa ho
dabi
enti we ye njai ma court no na for much be boni nkro one so be boni nkro at the end of the day judge anybody decide
yeah the resource say duru ya the resource babra bia
no
fana resource
okay
yeah the babra
enti and so ye be I also cast some few days na new patriotic party
Saturday we Saturday week
me there be ni na
what train
na omo koto aba
31st January
na week mu no ensem bi asisi candidates ni nyina e kame aye say omu nyina akasa
Edipa 5
ni Japan akasa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia akasa Dr. Brian Champon enso akasa Dr. Yawose Aduchum akasa Kwabena Japan
akasa
ayampia toto ena obia oka obi ho asem this week bia say any panel reply no
deadline no
candidate obi ho asem bia
reply no
wa reply
wan ka be sha no boache o na be kwa ba to
o yi afiri ni mu wanya kura odo o reply ama o tere ba bi
eti me do be ko akire kakra na sa notable voices binum candidates ba bia no om nam nsem om di tu dwa ni nyina no ibedi nyina ho enko
na ye hope so say after election na do monim no after election no unity any peace ebeba say obi aka bia kire ne yonko so festival
na be ma
no more movie on
peace signing part
enti yemura de obon krata no
yo atiefo higher angel 96.1 megahertz was a ultra 96.1 ya ya hono ne ye megahertz me ka chiro kwaro soronkoso and make our nation great and strong, make us cheerless fearless honesty with all our word man forevermore
amen
antinyame ta ye nyina yachi sabrofo na me ka ba bia wona ma wuko bia nyankopon do be kwa aba asomdwem sabrofo ni ma kirem the daily dispatch ya reliable factually wire ani pp awurade ya doma memene da ye na awotwe Adjei Bohyen aja obaba beduru ne apatre mienu su dam su ani aba ko badare ba ko sa nipa nkuntra wamu numi oda se bo ma bo dare nipa betem ne bebeto abahan dia ma no nipa kro arohi wo ya ne mpampam anyankopon de wa hu na ye de ye hu ye gisa abahan bebeto he ne ye de behunu se kwasi ana adwoa wone ne ye benwene krata wo de aba se sa memende na awotwe abahan ye beto he nene be kire ani pipi be mudra be ma 2028 baba be gina simpie so a be dia baba fesi ani DC amanyoku yi no ya his excellency John Dramani mama ni mfonyini yakrata eso aja mama be dia konwa wa ye kama pa ni tin no be body yi be de ma no wo hwe na African we hye na adaje Odipo so kra. Woye ne 20 reforms so a reset economy once am so krata or the abanti the Daily Dispatch krata factual reliable factually. Na many I fry dey make abrofo I no was sad.
Ya na me do.
Factual reliable factually.
Ama me kumio. Yo. Etie for memfa the Daily Graphic da ubokrata no entwaso. Na wo hwa anim hanom a wose enipa be $1 million baako. Nyame adom kakrakra wo hia bubura atwe abo akotokoto anwapa dada so. Wono mo ayi wo ho afrimu. Say Ghana ehia honhom no esote. Ehho nsem krata no ede aba. Na wo hwa krata nanim hanom a soafo wo hwa yama no nsem so. Eye Owura Samuel Okudjeto Ablakwa. Wono nso so eda hanom ne nsem ni nyina afa wiase amansam nsem a ekoso no ene amanone entotoye enhyehyeye no edurumre bia na ehho nsem kaye no se ebegina tipenkro ana se ebekọ afane afa no eno nso so eye befua na wo hwe krata nanim hanom asenti a eda ha eye swafo wono ne hwe wo man ye dwadie nsem ene ne ntotoye nyina so Mame Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare na nasemu a woka nyina ye niema Ghana ye kra na ye de ba omaimu ne de ye kra firi omaimu e de kwa ama no na we de oka export nti de di free ha e de ko ho asem e na Mame Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare e kasei wo kyerese se de aban ne pese kia ke wo hwe ma niema ye kra ba omaimu esotie ni nti no eye ntoto ye ne hye ya ye die musu ya da mu aya aboa ma de ye de bakọ nkrofo ama so no ma ni musu a kire modem bone ahokeka wo man no ye yo ehho nsem enrada wo hia mpanifo bi wo mampani na tena ye ho na obosa amanie nsem bi ka
ho accountability na okoe me te se no kasa about eniema bo
abafom
osusu se abafem
yeah
eniema bo a said in this city and we did sense atraye
abem also no one see mu pam
drivers no drivers how pass say ya ama omo say lorry fare omo ntete so binu mo je short no say omo say e wo say fuel ne bo abafem nenso eniema hudu bi a omo toto spare parts ne ade car battery ne lubricants ne sani mani nyina ne bo no e wo soro enti enura utie minister na sem ne se sans omo a e kasa no enukure nim because obobo eniema awodo binum a
car batteries
ne a ogiri se ni nyina abafem enti o parties obi any excuse
wo de begina so
ye do say on tete ne bibia or yes ne service and now say niema or ton de ama enkrofo so tie minister
okay
of trade agribusiness and industry we engage the private sector and work with them closely to ensure that there is sanity in their space. We've done a lot of these engagements and I'll start with cement because cement became topical this weekend. I've already been engaging the cement industry, and the latest one was on Monday. The engagement with them was to focus on improving quality and price stability. It is right learning where the dollar is right now. Prices must be stable, and I am happy and excited to reiterate the point that the prices of cement is not going to go, and this is a matter of fact. Industry told me. And so I know that prices have actually come down. Most of the things that we were buying in 2024, now we are buying at a reduced rate. And so when I went to Abosokai, I realized that a lot of the prices have come down, even though two products did not, the price of two brands did not reflect the decrease in the exchange rate. Sprinter and then Resting. And I was told that Sprinter is an old brand, and so it's difficult to find. And in respect of that brand, it's just a matter of demand and supply that has affected the pricing. But we had a discussion, they agreed to work on it. I think that the people of Abosokai are working well with the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, and I must commend them and encourage them to keep on working with us to make sure that we get stable prices that reflect the gains that we have gained. I keep saying that Excellency John Dramani Mahama has worked well to stabilize the economy. The whole idea and the essence of this is for everybody in Ghana to benefit. Consumers must take a benefit and investors must take a benefit. There shouldn't be any time that one party does that. And so I think that that is well understood and it's reflecting in the kind of prices that we are seeing.
Enjoy. So we Minister for Trade and Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare, or a member of Parliament or Techima North.
Nana, when you say Minister Sama working, and yes, I'm a Ghana and Intina may support no, but may support and it's a time and in I say. Full board Emma from spare parts board Emma from no and no short here drivers no mumu. So compare this time and 2024 2023 na omo mo short way it's about na say na niema ba form kakra mo beti hu aye hu bibi no still mumia Ghana for face.
Okay, so Mami who send us your voice, baby. I will be on send your voice. My 0246677566 0246677566. Also my young and near ma yabobo so say yatisro no I reflect it. Baby, I want one society. Baby, I want na say prices no. Fem. Baby, I want to send a voice. My 0246677566.
Nana, na me de way area wo daily graphic ni. Was it Ghana? Ya jia tum said ye tie bia ye ne China ayonkofa. Ye be miemu pa ni ye biem tetrete. Na aboa aman ni mienu. Ye hwe wiase sesi a. Wo man a eba no technology omudidi dwuma. Pa ye China and I will show you product would just do one ye China into a mining who is so cost one na yonkofa no we shemukena ebeboa wo mine da chi semi ni afoforo bi aka ho and a daily graphic the obokrata na no pe wodi abedwa so
Osman Bukari sayama wache na emi sausa ne ho sitie me mama nso kom ya wonyame me adom amama nya kumasifie bia metunsuo yam o sese de kumasifie wa ayere wutima water berry no untimtua enti Yesra fie wura for so honfra Osman Bukari na o metunsuo mfama kwano soronkoso ye wa mantokwa bia ma wo sore be den kane apompe na atwetwade a wo ko ba bi se wasi asondan ayaresabia hotel suku ne wate ani nyina huhia nsuo ya ho benkura batamba achemienu na edikane ya fenso kokoti station ho abresana ya fenso rubang yam he nkura batane edikane ya ho kodi aduma junction hoso ne tosu mienu ya ho je Osman Bukari ne number 0240 812997 0240 812997
Yankwa Tomorrow Bank PLC na yankwa kura ye sika ewo ho Medin kia ka cho se sika kura bia de dosu yie pa nanso so se wo pe baabi anu kredie ebre bia wa wo sika ade akoto no betime anya sutumi wo pe besia bia hye wadwadie mu atere mu a ni nyina omfa wani nche baabi ase Tomorrow Bank PLC eba ne savings account current account ne fixed deposit ye bi sika kura bia eba ye mfie porepore aduanan ne akire nie se ye nkomobo a one ye mo no 0501 387036 yabajoso
Angel Herbal product or the new Angel cream and soap aba oboa we dear ma we dear kama pa wo do ani kire kumasi kageti a wo betima to atale anawa tompa boa watch papa bi we dear bentono tumi ankura we dear yemfa Angel semina bi na yemfa nware na yemfa nkun bi nwase ho nsansa waje ya we dear boso a sebe so sebe nya do be ma bi o chempa boa pe na we socks here wo du gudan na wura ha ai obaka se kura bi kura ni awu wana ma bontra na nkrama no be po no be paaje bitim bisa no bra wo we knama ne ana wasa manwi bi da wo mpaboa ni mu bon ntiri be yo dede sa he Angel fatwi kekeso se wo sora no pa we de nyina wo ye wo ya wo ya ha na nanse wa so na ye maamenom ho ye dwamfo ma hoto so sa ho nsore wo ba sore wo ti mu na wo sisi oje agu wo ya ho ntobi anumire ho koduru fia na ho ma bade awasa ho ana ho kunu no bade atwitwiru nkama na ho aba wo Angel ho ba me hyaso aduane ya wonu ma wo ya wonye ode wura damu wana ye pane akura frito wono ka kire ofiefo wo say eh na nkrama no ba posa na nipa na nte sa na ka asu sa ba ka se bante ya wo se me de ma ate wo sa wo ya hom te se wo moja hene ne so ate Dr. Mensa wo son chemist be ya ho 0208 164457 0208 164457 and 0244 780828
Mejide ye pasa no pe wo ba wutwa mixi choko ni bi wo dia ye ensuohye na afi wate agum na ye hyehye dedo ni mudao na fa wo minimu se na abetena sese wo ye adwuma wo bo adwuma no ma ye se de wo to konkomafo agyan no wani gine yie pa eno ntimi nua anopa bia wo sore na wo ba bepia kai se wo bepe mixi choko ni bi enna ye de coffee aba na se wonya bi pa na anopa no ofa ema ude no eye superblos ene aside the strawberry aba na wanum na ye se wonum tidie na nso na wanum nso so ujehwam e wo honom pebinom na emuawo na we no eye home sweet home Food and Drugs Authority the was stamp wetim so age yatum ti ko ba bia ye ton adwaton de bi ti se provisions bia na kwajo de
Cedar restaurant also wo say ye ya sore no pa de bia ha wodane dem wo tie ye bisu ya wa yakam bisu ya wa ya ne store wasa na ma sore nempo mmeni medi me kam akwa ado na odo ani a kire Cedar na wa kotwa wanu supelele na ya woda da bia wa aduane a beyo ne ya ho na na ya woda die akokọ nkwan pa woni fufuo aish na akokọ eba steam ne kama pa na kikaduro ni jene ni to mankesi wa ya wote wo wesa nam he a wote pa me de akokọ de ya me pene nsa he anane na ti me kase ya na ma atwa fufuo miensa ma wesa wie he na me de fufuo miensa me de aboso na me de nkruma so me de apaja ti se greda o paja ka ketua bi a wa se kon ne banku so onu wo cross to papa bi ba ya ni kotwa he wutwani no nam so sa ayi mamponko taro so no wonam si se wro ne rice and oxtail bi amika say one ni sa rice and oxtail bi da obetin de wani a kire Cedar restaurant wo na wa ko iti valley in Century ba ya kuma se ya 106 Oforukrogo Avenue Badriane or depa enti frebe interested person can be called or for pork passage you can call 0536 Odi aba siri awu nyina ye adwuma so asiri 0536 563036 0536 563036 Cedar restaurant was a where great flavors meet great vibes
enya na me fa unko Tabia Herbal Center na yenko Tabia Herbal mixture ene Tabia Herbal capsules ni bi na yenom emani pedua no esisi ne ho so Tabia Herbal mixture no ebeboa yen e wo abra malaria ye honam ye yemre ye ne so bribri yen wonya bia simape na watiesi eni pedua ne eni adaje enti antenanse ma yade enka ho to hansana wapa no enuabubre de wade abadwa so a wona mo a wote se meme di ho achinye di ho adanse enu boys bia mkoto wo mumu jai wo mo so me sa akokọ no we na bema na no so he Tabia takum na nya asam ketwa Tabia takum na me se monnom ye dan no me se he bema de nyame ahyira wo ne se bema no mu odu kakra na wo se agina wo na so kakra
abokade
nya adwuma na wayere ho asiri sisi echi se sudan dan na asiso
abene
wo keka de achi adwuma ye bebo wo
wodeshi
dan kwampe wa bi ye bebo wo eye too much Tabia takum mema mo nkwaje na ewo na wom no kra machese nenom eye de ene boost immune system no so kwa ba bia tu oduro bia wokwa so Tabia mixture ene takum ni bi na wo awonum abewu sampa eduro wodwa so fra 0243 686861 yabajo so memfa unko Imperial Assurance Asempa Super Promo 2026 ene yeba wa kwa mu driver for wo say ye we de yesimumro na yenimu nika hudwa na yemma mokrata ni akade bia sefata emfansi achi ba mpiu so umpewe na apede efrase abusumne de toso aduasa na ye wa achedie pi wa achira watwa anasa woni yedi dwawie no na ya sign the appeal so ye wo free fuel and EV charging coupons and ye wo free vehicle diagnosis edema accredited garages ningina ba bia ton ka bia o ya accredited no sa free vehicle diagnosis ye maybe na ye wo 1 year life insurance cover for extra protection and ye wo branded souvenirs, umbrellas, tissue boxes any afufro pi menua eya na ye ma wani gese de be ya abakoso ne edidwa na brekro na niam bia nka betete kusempo aka predi atono na ye gina so ne ya ma obi free anu nti bra na ne yemra me ye adwuma na ye beboa wo ama wo ka akobedie nsemu agina ne na so pa wonsi achi ba kwan so
medima fo ba kan Dr. Tamu ya so doctor say yan kan chiro say kan tete ye nananom bedi ahana ne bedi sayade be kodan ye chiwo say na say stroke ni ayewa be kasa gu ahana nso a ana be paja bani hwewiem ka bibi kira urade a na ba ate baba na ba pekura na ba posa ba sa nsuo de agu ho na ba pa makwatenti atenten miensa be de agu tirem anka twade so na ba atwa na be de agu so na ba pa da sinti ana kontitire be de ata so ti se stroke ni ayo ana diabetes ya wo sabi se na so numa wa ya na ho aba o sane doctor wode sane ya de antitete ya nananom baduro no wode yo wanya ntrekese no ya wam da bia me kase bia no so betima ba kase doctor ba ye bia ba kase ma akọ so ba jimiska ba nsa me ya de ode bre no wode sane ya de term management with sickness no wode sane ya de enti so ye be ma so na sabe so sabe nya do wa ye se be ma de nkese ye excellent ana average no kwaya very poor de aboa
na very poor na no ne de
chese on kasen kura wa ye poruwa once be ma bia sora no pana nko da box am sa no sorry sa no gira ho ana ni nkotodwa agege gro wa twiri musa na nka ya so de bento a wo de atwa aduro no na ye de wa ye gro be sa de ayempe ade anu mu aduru na ye dini sa na eme ayenye chop money o aya ye ni je ho pa adumrante ahene ana na usu wa mwache me kan se o ya ho se ensokoro no ofaro no ye kirem sees believing was a bisu ya ni hia na pe ne hunsuo wa ye botwo saade wonye wa ye botwo hinsokoro na nje
se bebrebe
banya ne sa bisu kora ha mu ahye wodo wani abakira bua kwa agogo no ohye wusirem 0244 774282 0244 774282 Dr. Tamu Yaso ose dima fono wa ye Mr. Kingsford intribu wa de ka class memo wache kwano stronko so wonu nya Gideon Ankrahene owura Bretenburger ye chiacha o master bu anom ayite alignment miami wofa moze Italy burger we are so amazing kunim house we are ho ya mo akwaba kwano stronko so we shall talking appropriate time we stand up and we do the next exercise to you.
Okay, medase papa nana ama nsoko ene the finance minister Fia Achia Brodua ena wate womo enkano enura ewo forestry commission ma won say a new forestry manager take you over but omienu nyina anso ye nkrofo aminimo mo pa ma won say new face assign
na just say eno ye reshuffle an answer dia
oh there be say ewo ho a because that we create o pension mi samo o mare ne tamoso the pension tamoso nti oko pension nti Sabri nipa who take over Isaac Noble Eshon.
Okay.
Isaac Noble Eshon. Ono no Ashanti region happen, but no assistant. And they didn't call Eastern region. And from Eastern region, and Osanya ba Ashanti region. And Mr. Clement Amo or Mare no Brown Hafu. No assistant manager. Enti omunyina no forestry adwumane de.
Baya ba kwadarim.
Enti enra ena they are the main office. And yes official ceremony sa take over ya.
Papa ye ni akopanchi won ye che buru yi.
Sa omare. No na ekopanchi. Enti say Mr. Isaac Noble Eshon.
And ye shelen. Wona ni abeso.
Na take over.
Takumpa o hwe ne le se lo ti obu nsa.
Asante.
Takum papa.
Okay. And your special guest e studio ha no ebo enkomo na Dr. Kwame Amwako. He's a special guest. No ebo enkomo.
Spokesperson.
The Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Deputy person. Near no obospoku person pa. So you
Kumasini.
Oh.
Ofri Bokru.
Oh, near Nanwate. Near no some of a capa auntie. So you could take bench China yetieno. Nano swati. I just
me imagine some of baby go. Yeah.
And
oh, yeah, drew dear.
And now I feel she and Nyansaboa consul.
I'm Nyansaboa quite GH. Metro. I am meteorologist. And I'm Yansaboa lologist. Some meteorologists, yeah. Or so a person who studied the weather is called meteorologist. Tell me your school. I read school.
What did about the good?
The person who studied the weather is called meteorologist. One can teach a justice baker. Auntie and Sabua, so Auntie and Sabua qualologist.
All right, so yeah, welcome.
Oh, your guest honor. Oh, your guest honor. So I'm mad.
Now, eyeball to eyeball. Doctor, I'm watching. Nempombo Kodi.
Boko, no way.
Yamiadum, you are all over Kumasi.
Yes.
Baby, I will Fabia. Dr. Kuyamwako.
Sir.
Baby, I will Fabia. You are all over Kumasi.
Oh, when me Nancy, sir.
Grants is saying, moment to say.
Oh, Yamiadum, BBI, Boko, BBI Danaquem. Senia. Yetete answer na yebedu hanu yabehu sentesa asante maya ma enkophobia mfampa pemu ene saa suban no amba omachire say omuji obi afefe so
then amutete answer na moba
oh na say edan no kra mo station I'm say the same morning show kra abrantie bi betena ha ena nsema na oka no nyame nim no kranim me hu baby free ba ope Yenina na if you akunyo ato na ye pray. Most of the research I carry out in Nina, a chair said the MPP4 here, the party in here panning kabum. Inti a big here leader will bet me aka party na boom, aka obia boom. Na yetimi ama party ni waya kono bio, na yetimi asa ako Ghana for 9 so, ako bisa omo. So muma yesa akwenya no nyenya tumi etimi di mpuntu aba. Enye kika enye propaganda enye se woka ensema ennimu egu obi hu fi nipa kro ya anche bia na anu nipa kro na wokasama no ono aboken kreati mi kotina radio so tu nenum tuo say ye about me eye obi a oye nim defo nti Ghana for should give him a break no come over money on interoperability ne ho asem say NDC for person mo ye no omo ma contract no 1.7 billion dollars. But almost contracts on the that was even private owned in the went to me and execute it. But you ba ben why you about me Adjei projects no to me Emma yeah such that Ghana for the interoperability and your foreign and your private company BDA now better charges and he did it for $4.5 million. Into year the savings to the states near 1.2 billion. Time na near omo pese omo dino kreno. Omo kasa asem na ma yewura honorable Kennedy Japan na etu at radio no video no ewo around etu nanum tio say papa ya wabaye say eden na mo twe na boso they should give us a break. It is the same thing na menso mebeka chom nimdifo say wo ho a ne suni ne ban eye ekwan a ebetimi edega na akonanim ne suni ne ban eye de ebetimi akra party no nti aden na say ye twa na boso sa na me expect say obetena ha no anka ensensem na omaka afa ne ho na omo hu senya no kre no anka obetena ha senipa de wo ye bibi na wo hu se wanye ne ye a de apanyifo be anade obi a be expect from one say wo beba na waka say oh we ebia we men hu ne ye na bibi sa mo mfa ncheme na watwe asan me bo a sa na ebe ma ye hu se wo sa qualities na obetimi de abu o man Inti from sa action ne de makadada say it is wachere say ontimi sa nkabom na ye pe wo party ni mu no ontimi mfamma because still I train osi ohun video no na ne se afim inti video call ne we eno nka ho asem
mamu sem enra modi official statement by more call on honorable Kennedy Japan say or apologize to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Apology no, the apology am free.
So on also abed or on also the statement about so apologize. In fact, me say send the spokesperson ne kasa na say me who baby I don't understand how low I pese behavioral standards send ye ne ho ye standards no how low we want it to fall in the name of politics. Because why are dear why him say no cray bisa wa fe say it was in his presence na chairman to me kasa ntie yo no me patcho ye chairman to me
but some communicators are or more kasa de ma nano ye ne in the source bempa bonkomo so they have the tape
they should produce it na ena kwesi kwate ko general radio so ka say it was said in the presence of him ntie yo no and almost so man no. And like I said, we have reviewed all those tapes. We have reviewed all the tapes of just to make sure, say, because say usually no a matter of assembly nyambutwe. Me I knew say enkane speech so there's no way he could have said it. Anke ho meet me pia be kase no kre, but no me nyambutwe say just benefits of the doubt. Ebia obi kan no te no no so kan be by mistake and something like that. So I said the era chairman to me kan cry nyentro. It hasn't been proven to be a lie. Anameboa European minka book no ha metimi akenkan ama oni etiefo nyina enti efri hefa suban bone e wo say ye ka emo mu say suban bone umtimi metna ha and then you want to turn it around and things. Most people from Omo camp and honorable Abna say sorry honorable Stephen Amwa nyina timi ka say ba omianim de obi antimi nka ho asem omu de very sure say nani swade hunu no ebetimi de Ghana akonanim. Na mami misa ye nyina asemo MPP party ni mukra ye call abato no you were about me over 60% of the vote a Christopher to be Asante to be obia to be that was an overwhelming endorsement and I'm boy ye call abato general election onya almost 42% 41.7% of Ghanaians eto abaman so omu wogidie wonimu even how tough anania maya sebe na MPP ne honya kono ne ade nyina no he was able to garner those votes. What I would say in quotes in for pel no yeah party for I we expect so we strong base omoko abato no when 40%. Unya 30-something%. And na debia modenam na nkofo pe na nkofo na omope no mo wenfa. There's not one credible poll. Me dem a kankan ni to ka bibi I expect say you back it with facts. Let's look at a few polls enye de omo kotena dem we ne Dr. Evans de ne ade mo campaign team member ye poll na ode as resem 2023 election era Dr. Bawumia Krum Northeast region. In honorable Kenem say 5% cry we nya wo ho. Now timi koye poll na say onya 45% enu so free hefa. Nti enu chese sa poll no mo amutena dem no mo de nchene ne mekoni ade no mo kukie enu yembongo. Let's look at the more credible polls. Unse MPP we have a lot of sister organizations. Conrad omo Germany. A world-renowned institution omubeye a pool of general Ghanaian views on Abatono. Yebisa normal Ghanaians how many of them would prefer the leadership of Honorable Kwame Adjei Bohyen? It wasn't up to 30% of Ghanaians. But indeed, here about Miatra 60%. In Tisantro na moki kano one watana them na matro line. Obiako radio so no the same thing. But nobody has proven that indeed anybody is calling for him. Nancy me who say adom for ene namjom bisa nko for say why no mo beto ama no. Omunya nipa for mo beto ama ba omia no manya nipa ba ko for Honorable Ken. Nti sasem no mo ka no mo boa. Afe yasem aba maye bibi mafum mo mepa achew eno nso kra me minim so mpa achew say enye me problem. But what I am saying is that sa suban na enye suban ye de nkabom bebe MPP mu. Enye suban a ye hia wo party nim. Ena Ghana for nso sebi o eya nipa person mo take here for granted. Obi any da ho. obia nim obia su ne ban and obia nso nim suban edidi president. So what I say? Obia nim siban edidi president and obia nim candidates aspirants no mukon obia nim obia suban
ben edidi president.
This and mame so mentum mame bisa wow sha suban ben edidi president. Ghana mine afanan bebre, so many regions, so many ethnicities, so many cultures, so many different religions, yet to boom in harmony. It's almost a master class in kofo eshe Ghana asumdua yetimine ye ho ye hotena eyo fe ye hia obi a obetimi ato aso enye obi odin papa mu beba o sorry bia e attack o sorry bia o kan o to anu ati obi. When was the last time Ghana ye history ye nya president or tisa ye starting free Irakofo and na kom han so de nya nim say JJ Rollins ye no obi ampeni den ate until you cannot seem to come and assume that push and expect say in 2026 obe win election and ameboa ye Irakofo no mo friend a gentle giant. Say oye boko meboa nti e chew de Ghana pope if we ho almost akofa abio John era the late John Evans at Mills yamenfa ne currency na den edin ben na no de man and maybe so asumdwe hine are you seeing a pattern? Yera Nanado, one of the problems are no more the bonnet he said not on any swear. And the party had to manage that, you know, optics, no. At Emma, Chea, and Sana, Era, Nanado, Etimiaba. Ye a president, I'll buy John Mahama, or no sooner or a keka. So what this is showing you is that there's a pattern. Ghana for pay a certain kind of leader, and that's the kind of leader that most countries would want.
Listen to and the social Bempa say,
can you please stop quoting him?
Can he need somebody like the Donald Trump? Are
you seeing what is happening in America? Ghana for no makacho so mupe Donald Trump. I've just shown you our political history over the last 20 years. Obia eyeboko. Ghana for much from the past what they want. When would they Donald Trump be? And when would they oye? And now
he's taking decisions that would just say best for America.
Yes, of course, that is fine, but that is putting sort of the world peace at problem, Anna. And I don't know where Ghana for also can say omupe obiti said Donald Trump. Mo amu kotna dem, and you look at a narrative a fete mo candidates na mo beka mo ntimi fa meshe yeso. I've already displayed to you, say, the type of presidents Ghanaians want by our last 4 choices or making.
So, Nina, the question is, New Patriotic Party, EP, to me, 2028, and they need a winnable candidate. No,
Maka will say, so, by what stretch of the imagination and no more ascribe a winnable candidate to themselves? Party Nimuankasa 2023, Kotwaba, where 40%. No credible poll has put the likability of you amongst Ghanaians above 30%. Until winnable a seminal okofefri. Only unko for there's something called an echo chamber. Ebi only nipa 5. Na mo can chemu. You will believe that is the truth. But Obekwa is very different. So you have to take if anything opinions are wide. Bisa ubia meboa. So what to mean? And some meet me out and I say, oh Ghana for Jane say ebi the whole world me It might not be true. I mean it's not true. And I'm but some meet me aka. Until the nipa beke bia na no kwe.
Only Dr. Bohyen Nanti, Ewane Campi, dear na Ghana for country.
Ghana for catcher and say no change. Subai no muhu when you muna or mode fan carnation in 2023 no. Or mujidi session society. Or who through propaganda ne in Trabonanko for a man very deliberately. In some basa nipatimi kafane onye she but when me some hear about me then why what then why MPP for ntia a section of them epese omutwanesa anu de onye nipa angel won niama bi wo ho a enye ade a obi a ye nyina ye so ni mu na da ben kra na ye call one of the constituencies na nkofo bi di nkomo wa bonten na mete say saa time na ye call election petition na ye pem mema no o ye be ma Supreme Court judges panels of 5 no mo na ko face ene chachuchi kata ne tonelita e ho ne ye ko kire say oh yeah bema, you can stand pressure. Ehono na omoe. And oh yeah bold, no, and yes I jina babe now kasab anyhow. That's not what boldness is. And as I say, I perceive the meaning of words in yena ewufia to suit an agenda. Oh.
Okay. Dr. Bawumia, the man Bawumia na ankasano. Utie ne critics ado omo kan say or well marketed in the party. I will be any days as the running mate, vice president, Sansuabe, the leader of the party. But the thing say Ghana for any ready for the man Bawumia.
Why not?
Because the say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, when he was the vice president, the Nanko share a free no as the vice president, when to me and deliver.
Then I know free. Who said constitutionally there's really no role for a vice president like that. We are deputy, or to say me, you're a deputy. It's your small corner that you can brighten. And that thing too is not true because as you say, I've also been listening to people have been going around on Monday and Crawford. And me who one video be one market woman. As some kind, it was very touching to me. Say papa, obey vice president. Get why the man into the Cassian man obey why. NDC for ne kwaji atum says our domestic gold purchase program na a stability and dollar inflation number from the economic stability number no. It was started in 2022 under the auspices of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Senior Mekan first no. Honorable Kennedy Japan and Kasa akase momo interoperability no. It would have cost Ghana 1.7 billion, but he did it for 4.5 billion. So how 4.5 million? So then how can you now come and turn around and say Nejuma and so any because he say opeso beje the Ukrainians? That's all that's going on. Omunim say debates no on the basis of competence, on the basis of character, on the basis of empathy. Oh, temani adia edibu omanya. Omunya binka. So no almost set questions basabi no more answer. Why in the catcher? Is he the first candidate our election once our lose? In fact, here John Mahama election 2016 as a sitting president. Our Lucy by that wide margin. That time not 2016 now sir margin of votes. Ne been see that. NDC phone who sign and say there be yanko sontanechi. Edu time become a declaration instead of putting him to an election. And that brought him back and Otimi best set a record again in 2024. In the other era nipa. Just as I'm saying, there's more precedent to prove say Okoba na Luswa. It doesn't mean it's not the end of the world. In Tisan and Kia2 era President Kofortune and Kenya NHI. Anke free maternal health care. Eye de mpuntu wewa krom ha na eti o. Maye mma obi mmefa party ne nkosɛn no because wakyerɛ yɛ sɛ suban na ekura no ne de party ne hyɛ ne nsa obɛsɛn no. Asemba wontimi nka. Untwɛn enhu de da na wetimi ebu asɛm ne yie. Na kikikikiki wabɛsɛe obi reputation kekekwa. Is that how we are going to run the MPP? And delegates ane de edamona so. Moa musha sa subaini ni here de san kabum na yehwene beba ana and I surmise say and that's is the direct opposite of what the party needs right now. Because we are in a very bad place. And we suffer a very bad defeat in 2024. Ejumadin needs to be done. Ejumadin that most of us have been doing since we lost this election. Misa sa the other side ne say I don't know meje ejumani na amayen. Yeah. I say aircon and nim kakrano. Most debia mo de and so mushi gari gum. Na delegate so we on sanko for ya no mosi and fa party in insurance. Is that fair?
From Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia camp, intimidation be or intimidate upi baby. Reports from some parts of northern Musela said there was a statement from the Brian Champon camp and near there Casa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia camp no more intimidating.
So moko hono moko ye I'm a rich man. Now, you know, you go and display that kind of thing. You expect, say, a better than for Adjei. But say, Binipan young Kolao, Omunim dear mom. And they display to us who they truly want. It was not under any threat. Miss me send you videos maybe. Now how do we share? Now there are 2 TV and so amount of viewers now. Says uncle for now no mujina enemy free no. If they were intimidated. Miss me I do Tamale Central. Almost all the women organizers are more northern region. Ebejna Yoruba me ni mesai be 30 minutes ubetimi force emma empanyimfo a sebe omabo omubra say omumbe ye me say nyeso omube declare o omumbe said obekasa. This went on for over 30 minutes and I'll send you the video now wait media to screen this one will be ashe no be says uncle for if they were threatened. So Munsuka said there are some tapes of the threats. Yeah, famra. When the momentum of the Bawumia campaign, so then you see a bad reaction. That's what happened in the case of that statement. Okay, the momentum of the Bawumia campaign in Ashanti, Daisy, the Honorable Kenan. So that I believe strongly. Say enuntunti ena one year research here sebe otimi be didi Bawumia temsa no na a shaking no
momentum Dr. Bawumia ba Ashanti region no.
Minu amekache say Dr. Bawumia ba Ashanti region no enye MPs are any parliamentary candidates, former ministers, some were endorsing in majority, and they've worked with all 5 candidates. So, Yemisa and Hosadins in a party in Penny for Munim 5 in na. She say, Yenia Bemun Wakaso be intimidates you be. Omunim candidates in Indian Nara, almost way near the Nequebe. And no say okay, and no yes, sir. You're back from Greater Accra to the northern region to Ashanti region. Say electoral area coordinators. You do be quite the polling station chairman. Ebe endorsement. Also young Canada. That's momentum. And we are the last campaign I have for her. We should be very clear. Into omo change, ometi obi enu munsem. Omo panko omo be yama, ba omo anya ma. Into abo hu.
It was just a no ne ball.
I've put the facts on the ground, and if you read in between the lines, that's the most likely conclusion that you come to, because there was nothing like that. Na se obi chairman want to make crab kase na ye read one here. Nyame fa ne krensi. Say na oyaria. What is wrong with that?
Angel.
Makacho say Council of Elder Piaminka book. It is well documented there, all the happenings prior to 1996 election. Inti okasa wakane bone. Yera chairman want to make one kase yare ninti one contest. Video ne ohom ye sure say we sa no kan inti efe he family. And me sometimes aya na me wan say mun probi omu yie. Say anka aden no ba ha no fa video ni ma ana hefa e no mote sa ade no ana say aden no mu ye so sure say ye ready bo he no nyare me pa cho me no amiti
but o she said or react here o hu say a hit o mu sem na ken kai no na ono ne ben Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia saying na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
we are the ones that are more upset, honestly, because yenim dio papa nimu yenim dio peso yema o mangana yenim pa in my heart of hearts. So to me be the president impuntu beba. I have been over his manifesto several times, and as a young promising Ghanaian, Nominim said that is the way that Ghana needs to go. It is all encompassing. Sector Biabenyane, there will be monumental growth. In fact, or sister, we should just stay on message and leave them alone.
Personally, how did he respond or react or say no react?
Of course, he was not happy, but he was not as upset as Yayaka. And for him, he's so focused on the person. Me sure say he's just thinking about what he's going to say the next day. Because you do by 10 p.m. and past 6 we are off again. So we will have more time to be upset and react to these things. But no penny, so he has to stay on the job. That's the kind of leadership I want here. And yet overly reactive. And yes, Anka Ghana your bomb the Anka Nipa Konoba and Ubehuni a bombi obia anu etiana na bombs netoto.
So apology now, ma, be worried.
Why be worried? No. Now it's almost your more apologize. And so we move on. So about one year, but on the 31st. Now,
you said in the statement, no affected the candidate Baumia.
Oh, now when who send this for a car said 2028 on boss video naturally. Who video no. And this is for no Nancy on Macasapao. And it looks like they all also are supporting the candidature of another candidate because Omuhun is on easy to beat. Nancy, I'm say one of the radio organizations cry some Facebook poll be. Yekomu ina original minister akotoa ma candidate back. Because omu feel say or when near a power omu won the hono. There's no need for them to campaign. And no oma to omanum tuaka. Said and the tapes or more warnings and I fear she was negative.
Yes, or come from the opposition side, you know. Or more I can say the Canadian Japan, Monfadi and Manon. They are not saying it because of say the things will beat me win, but they are saying it because of say only nipa very easy for them to beat.
Minya, ye football echikakra. And me and Kobobo now we're captain of another team. Now me a captain of another team. Now me person me chair goalkeeper. Obepne. Obejin say Adjei kind na me person me chair goalkeeper.
The weakness.
Do Obejin say Adjei kind. I say we want to be that. And to send this for no more congress between a was it Atta Mills the late and Nana Konedo Ajay Rollins. Said na ye pay. Na yesu yenim den na enim den tin so na ye pe meboa asem we what be da odi obi kobobo ni pa cause ma me choose keeper ma na so wapene MPP for ye bepene now yen doing who nkofo NDC for na so more campaign ma ono oju so be flag bearer o meja o NDC na be campaign ama o
obi o mo hu ade papa
o dey ba me bisa o oje say nkofo no it's only omunya asem kra NDC mercenaries na be tiagu so Kevin Taylor mo na be tiagu so mo ju say o be candidate chow na anu bi no he will not return it and now obi giant NDC na be de wechi. Is that what we believe? Uma yeninda ho. Me say 31st about one. It is for the future of MPP because yan sheni year. In sensema candidates ni biaka no. It almost precludes them from certain areas of this certain regions of winning a
oye doctor, oye dentist. Okay, last time we was you was 2024. Mentionoff.
It was a health screening. Yes, it was general medical screening.
Some doctors be from Confanoche.
Yeah.
Yeah. Young ladies are multi usabri. Any or more maybe I feel almost near high schools, or more universities, or more universities near there. Dientina ujiti se Dr. Mamudu Baumia eni nipa oba bese na future ama
I say dientina because it is clear Era Baumia vision no is such that obe create an enabling environment of there e wo bia mu obetimi ye so what I say it's not that Missy factory amount no akoye ejuma wo 100,000 cities like I said it here earlier no MPP are try building factories through 1D1F. Yes, you have 164 factories and it created less than 200,000 jobs over the 8 years. So if you want a solution to unemployment problem of about 4 million people, it cannot be factories. Especially in 2026, to say we are surrounded by IT all around this room. Into trainees are young women in valuable skills like IT. No be to need them no to me create game to say Candy Crush. No be able around the world. Imagine the amount of money that brings into the local economy. Yet many our companies need 3-4 crowd Ghana. Our economy will move up. That is the vision of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The second issue is nipa bebre etikrom hom peso mo kwa abrochi. I didn't some peso mo kwa abrochi. And so do abrochi who I know I new. In fact, most people go and they will still be around the same socio-economic standing and normal krom ha mebwan. What makes it easier is okudu why your quality of life will improve. Whether you have money or not. And how did they achieve this? By instituting a credit system. Said baby I'll bet to be a cash and carry. Ghana person talker for most people, a cash and carry. For us doctors, nurses, near there, you can get some loans. But for most people, no, a cash and carry. Loan require the rates and things. No, it's not attractive. Why are the rates high? Because there's a high rate of default. Nipa bebre je omuntia. In say na nyama bebre or started in the past. Ghana card, making sure so there's more interoperability, the digital address, sanya manina, so that we can all be easily identifiable. Oh yes, sanya mana. What does that do? It reduces the risk so that we can do a credit system. So this is say opeso okoto car na yeah, the amount at a very low interest rate. No way to yani kakra. Okoto freja. Yeah, the amount what the fridge amount no way to yani kakra near tier free mumu kakra. And the first and ka obo sika no akoto fridge. And san wasa abo sika no akoto AC. And san wako abo sika no akoto say yes. Say obetimi atomi and sani na utuani na nkete. What does that also do for Ejadifo? It means that Ejadifo so betimi akofa niamani bebre aba because he say nipa ne purchasing power omutumi e de to ade no akosro meboa. So that is even opening up the economy. They are very Nyama Makanina are opening up the economy organically. And you say, oh, dear, so to reduce the prices. You see, we've all tried those false pricing regimes. It doesn't work. You have to create a free marketer and operate with, of course, with some regulation. But that's the way to go. So these are plans that embolden individuals. So the young person, you really don't need to say change. So be maybe a if you did medicine or pharmacy or something like that. Now we pharmacy no. Afe wote wawla wetimi engineer edru. There's access to ready capital. Then you start your own small vaccine or pharmaceutical company. Let's imagine in Puntu Ghana for yawadrinyo. We have the capability to do whatever we see around. We just don't have an enabling environment. And there's never been, say, obiaye deliberate, say, me per se ye caught this way. And that is the vision of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And he has demonstrated, even in limited capacity as Vice President, to make it one no. What demonstrate say, Nyama to chima, on Tranen say none on 4 days. Under 4 days, he will stay up to try and come up with a solution to the problem. And see, that's the kind of leader we need. And with all of that, and so he will be stable in the storm. Now it's a mere react. And yes, a reaction, but it will not be knee-jerk, sebe. It's young because you don't get anything out of knee-jerk reactions. That's when you make the most mistakes. So I think, sir, it's very clear to MPP4. Most of them. That's why we are getting that kind of reaction from the ground. Of course, a lot of propaganda has been put in. I watched that video very well. One can't anything about, say, to promote his career. He was just, I say, almost talking points, no, it's just to bash His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It's just to bash him.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also saying, say, this week and prepare or 2 weeks now.
Oh, Omunia may be a likia bedru and chain near Hunia may be Omoya and I made a dene chokwa or sebefim. Say party for Nankasa etimisha demo, and this is what you are drawing up. Me say entire demo once crash to decide, say, Ebia nipa way. How do we bring the person down? Bomo de demoya. And I can tell you on authority, then you see serious followers. I feel my boss and all my colleagues. We could also do that. But that's not the focus.
Because a contest, it is expected.
It is expected, but you look at what each person is doing. At every appropriate time. Now I say you busunya contest. You will see we who things are. Is it necessary say yeah you be who things are? Obviously not, because we need the idea is that you na back together. Ntini pakona we gu ni hu fi no maybe obi hu sa video no atoni trim. Sa ni pakona nso na be so defend the party no ana. But we gu ni hu fi ewie. So is that the kind of behavior we need? No. Inti na yen no enye say ntimi nye wana say it is deliberate orders say we want the image of the party to flourish. Party until let's refrain from certain actions. Hey, I couldn't have listed several problems with the other candidates. I could have. Maybe YouTube, then the voices will be playing themselves. But we don't do that because here. Into more and I've already explained this thing several times. Mean you have filed for Nashe 2024 election Northeast, so that you can tell me yourself. It was the only region in Ghana your votes appreciated by 10%. On one constituency, your votes appreciated by 25%. And now, 2024 election, the whole, not say 8-year fatigue, but it was quite understood. People were angry at us. They were trying to teach us a not much baby, not Ghana for per se, Nico baby, so yes, be free at the name. Nasa, dear, na yes, Omoden Namin Chen and Tokwabi.
It was not about the candidate.
It wasn't, and Tokwabi. And Tokwa, that has predated the birth of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So how does it become his fault? Number 2, the MPP's votes in that region have always been the same. The other group, from CPP stock, NDC buy and NDC inherit. There's not been a time crying we are 2 seats were concurrently. Ube assemble bomumu no be akwaje 1 the next time you lose it. That's how it has always been. And this issue of 0-0, that one I've already said it here. That say onya 0 in here the neko biwa NJA. Certain precedents, and so there are constituencies in the polling stations in the north almost 0. And I can give you the list here. So it doesn't tell you anything. What that tells you is that elections, it's always about situations on the ground at that point in time. And situations on the ground in 2024 will not be the same as situations in the ground in 2028. It will be precedent. It's a miracle. This 0-0-0-0 in several polling stations in the north. Not still out to me winning election. How does the person that lost the election also getting certain zeros in the north preclude him from ever winning an election? What that tells you is that dynamics be wahwa and sisa. It's a polling station be a obia betwa MPP, obia betwa MPP, which is like that. Let me find you those polling stations.
All right, yene Dr. Kwame Amwaku and Bonkomo in the studio. About Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Gateway International School, MPP nya 337.
Wait, it's a
2024 election. You can verify. NDC nya 0. Isakia Arabic School, MPP nya 236. NDC nya 0. Palo, NDC, MPP nya 340. NDC nya 0. Ladan Mosque, MPP nya 240, MPP nya NDC nya 0. Sadia Primary, MPP nya 209, NDC nya 0. Baptist Church, Yirongo, MPP nya 134, NDC nya 0. Abagri Palace North, MPP nya 332, NDC nya 0. But President Mahama is president. So how do we want to use election results? Say, when did that become part of Ghana's
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said, "Se party ni to Abamana or the northern region votes in Beba."
If I'm not sure, but no was a video.
Maybe so.
There be some when I will be so awesome. So and I want to see say where is the proof of that? David, so you can't ask me the question and ask me to prove it.
If you can, baby.
Maybe, but if that assumption is there because he comes from there, there's always that thinking, so free baby, your people will support you. And I've already said that free Northeast region. He's a Mamprusi, and the votes they appreciated by 10%. That's a misconception. To assume said North ni na yebakon. South yen ya back home. Interior nanado lose 2028, 2012. Now beti mi ako asin, ako kasa asin for Antoine year nanado intinen ko for mpeno. Can you make that analysis? They are all Southness. In fact, they are all Akans. But not in the crowd. Some of them are not even under one ethnic group. Some of them might all fall under Mole Dagwani and no just like maybe like a group like a can. Some of them are not even part. Let's say Gonja, there's some analysis we are no be said Damango, he lost the seat and he MP Ninya more votes than him. It has been like that from Nanado's time, from even President Kufuor's time. That is not an MPP stronghold. But once in a while, when you're parliamentary candidate in Kufuor ne wohono epenasem, to say era honorable Abujinapo. It happened under Kufuor's time, it happened on Nanado's time, but it happens under Bawumia's time, and it's a problem because the assumption is say omoye the same. Yera honorable Abujinapo kasa ewo ni kasa mugonja. Yera Bawumia ontiase. It's not the same language. Angel. Certain President Mahama ene gunja nti ono na ubetimi aka say oni honorable Abujinapo free the same place. So that assumption of the question itself is wrong. But let me also go on to answer that apathy na MPP suffer across the number of people that did not go out to vote. In Ashanti it was about 35%, Greater Accra like 45% because people were angry due to economic hardship. That's what the people wanted to tell us, not due to baby and Pakroni free. Even if you combine 5 northern regions in Boma, the rate at which in Kufuor and Kotoabano, it was 16%. That's still lower than all the other places, even when you add all 5 together. In Kufuor, MP4 usually about 2020 in the 5 northern regions, Kotoaba was less than 100,000. Oka 5 in Boma. So if you want to do an analysis, didn't he perform better there, even in the midst of the storm? Share rate of your Zongo voter. MPP, we've never been very widely accepted in the Zongo. It's been a lot of deliberate work our party now yet to try and attract that because NDC for as a party our person will grow. No, what do? You also make yourself attractive to go and be able to attract some of their base. And MPP has been doing that over the years. Until share in the Zongos first, now you 20% core of the Zongo votes. Then it came up to about 30% in 2020. 2024, the percentage of the Zongo votes was about 40%. So yes, we lost the election. But you can see, there's been an appreciation in our performance in the Zongo votes. I mean, him say, I can kind of so much like, I don't understand it. Angel. So and to me they are tangentials. Bonika said tangential. It is quite irrelevant to the development of this country. We want to see that kind of progress. Ghana we can have some rapid innovation and rapid development.
All right. Say,
Mami, Misa dog I said we say only name na at a point na okay threat and intimidation was ma na baby go Misa say there are nkofo a omoka nsem ni bi che to say delegate ni say omo root behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no to say MPC no ne party no nipa bi attitude to be a omo yes because omo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said the otie no obey for say omo no betimi akontrol e detective pace na ma no even if obeli the party na the omo peno and no betimi akontrol no.
That is absolutely false. If I answer this question, I might get in trouble. Actually, what I hear is that in Kufuor with the candidates, Adjei said because they have more written knowledge and intelligence, they would be leading the country. I have not heard say Adjei say because say era Dr. Bawumia on kasa anyhow. Me say onye untimi kasa oye. I don't know how the word they've been using. No, it's not the same. It's just oye level-headed. Emotional intelligence is super. That's all. It doesn't mean that I'll cross an hour deal. And everybody around him is very much aware of that. Debbie, what was Ensioshi Afobida?
As I said to you, it's awful.
And maybe so. When was your share for bidder? You are President Kufuor, yes, and not yet. Could anybody take him for a ride? I'm telling you, mom within a chica to say, you can come and see the way they interact with him, like somebody that they have massive respect for. On Paddy or Bekacho. But you people sit down in a room and try and contrast and find something it will make sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like I'm saying, say and they have, you know, the degrees and things until they would run the country, and that's why they are there. Since we
Yamfi common number and Thursday, and 5 presidential aspirants Ninano. Ombokako sign a memorandum of understanding pledging to uphold the collective interest of the party. Meaning Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia are ready to sign this part.
They are probably not to hold for the whole day for the purposes of that in Shemu. But from my personal view, no, we would have expected that the party would have taken some action against the unwarranted, baseless, and completely false insults that were rained on the person of no lesser person than the former vice president. Once he say na but we cannot forget that he's our former vice president.
But reported that to the party.
Now, do we need to report it to the party? Hasn't everybody seen that video?
There's a committee.
I'm sure the Presidential Election Committee has seen that video, so would have expected some action from them. But here about me, I said, you know, sometimes it's always for the peace and harmony of the party. Sometimes, they are to promote unity, to promote stability, and to promote impunto of ekona wodomno, because ekono edawakomaso. Yeah, ono njina baby anka say so and Lusua obetenem no betete. That nobody has heard that phrase from His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That's not his way of doing things. And we've put our tour on hold, and there will definitely be representation from the Bawumia campaign at the peace signing.
Look, yeah, that's it.
Yes, get into it. But you promised me an hour, and then I had a lot to say, because finally I was very inflamed by those videos. And yeah, sometimes said you're more kano, and just you probe them. Like I like the way today you've probed everything I've said. And to probe them, how do you come and say and talk our baby and try to rope in issues that have no basis and no bearing? How does that help the unity of the party? How does that make MPP look attractive? So all I'll say to MPP delegates is that 31st January about one, it is very, 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 very important that you nipa 5 limunina the party nation in sa obetimi aso party ni muti se kusua na watimi ama party ne ho aya akono na yekọ Ghana fo anima omo asa ede tumi na hyeyensa na yetimi edi mpuntu abakrom ha. Because our NDC for almost 24-hour economy in man, I can say they will not be able to do it. The people, they've read 2 budgets now, and there's not enough commitment. And forgetting, say, Rajo Mahamo, just 4 years. So if you've written, my name is 26.
And we are setting up an authority over there.
2017, what time did free SHS begin?
The first year.
Exactly. So you have, and Yeran Anado was constitutionally mandated to be able to do 8 years, no? You have 4 years. You're kind 2 budgets, 24-hour economy. Normally they will need about $4 billion to execute it. There hasn't even been up to $1 billion allocated to that program so far. And now you were 2026, 2027, 2028. It hasn't been done. Omuka baby we are friend a time of use tariff. Just a war company and at least almost start saying no existing companies now. If they had done the time of use tariff now they would have been able to start. But there's been no mention of that time of use tariff in any of the budgets that they've read. Did they say in fact utility cost of electricity now control. So it will take some magic for it to happen. And I don't like to wishful think. So looking at the ecosono and the way governance is now, I'm not holding my breath so mubetimi. And so there are a lot of things that need to be done. and na megye di pass MPP ye keka ye niama bomu ye na etimi ma party ne ho saa ye akono na ye the leader owo suban no any intellect na ye di bo man ne ebegyina Ghana for enim 2028 nyame adom nti ebefa. Especially obi a wakoba ko a wenya 42%. It is no mean task, especially at a point na yenyina ne okrom ha. Yenyina yenim the sentiments of Ghanaians against MPP in 2024. And I be kan no cry. Most of us them say na enye candidates no. And as I always say, it's all about research. Inti obukofo ahwehwem. Not one person nebtimi abeka say it is because of that. Intimesremu MPP delegates obi akwa albato baako na welusidi enyina yenim say enye ade a ebinsi da enye ade a yesunku. In fact, your presidency nyinara in the history of MPP no makoba they never won on their first try. But yedi omokoye yedi omoko obi wo omutimi beji itumi no omo da omo ho in such a way say at least ye benya bibi pa aka for omo ho. In fact, ebi was so exemplary. Inti ade na we wo adepa adefa fe say we pia ye pese ye ma enkofu ti megu ne ho fia papa ya onye mo hwe when yensu ye nim say apie papa ye de ne ko na otimi bedi omampani a Ghana mpontu obekọ nanim or was suban na MPP a party obi aka na adwen. That's one of our problems. Obi atimi ka na adwen. So to be able to even successfully lead the MPP as a cohesive party to be able to face the NDC no, you need to have a lot of emotional intelligence because obi abeka na adwen achero. And see, even if you cannot stomach Sanyamana, how will you even be able to unite the party to face the NDC? It's a question that delegates then so no. And the maybe just want to say, being so densican in them, Sankophonians, yin side no more. But to be able to deal effectively and unite the party effectively, no. Who be here pass say the obe win mo be man a large enough mandate akeka ayaka de na akeka kasani na ebe bafom. But ye the votes be come away, votes be come away. Ade ni munim said the votes mo de come and who we see vote on we near. Mesremo munye de ebe boa MPP, de ebe boa the future of MPP and give the mandate to the obetimi ayeno so that we can quickly unite the party and provide some kind of formidable opposition in ahead of the 2028 election. The candidate will be anti opposition. I can't sit here on any moral authority. I can say Obima was coming. But do that can be on fact a tune general uti home. Open our bay. So at that point, no, we ask them, say, Mesro, me mamma, me papa, me nuanum, say, yen dear bois MPP, dachi. Most of us are aware of it. Propaganda, ne dear, I started in yenjay, but yen na any papana nante for several years. Yen na yen ni soon in the bay, yen him job any dionye. Inti, so near my be or honamu, it can be deliberately fabricated. Yen bongo.
Okay. Doc. That's it. Obai, Mijidi say, Airquay, Munyabesan Casabi, and San of free region. So it's a more posse, but Besayaba, yes, Echna best starts. Okay, good. Okay. Dr. Akuya Amwako, Deputy Spokesperson, the former Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia, and then Abo Enkomono. All right, still live on Angel 96.1. Angel Rock Misha. So you seen made of voice, bro.
Kwame Adjei Bohyen. Good morning. Mijian Kwakudio. I'm Chen Kami Umai organizer.
Kwame Adjei Bohyen, good morning. Say yes, we never just for now. You have myself for 20 years. And I can't give you money, DVD. And the master said that you are down in my corner. I will just for you now, Mushi and Kran. And no my cost is a TB need, it can be na an pay many days 7 says, Roman Penina say, oh, man, and never come or ye can pay party and another bank on the same people about say, get on saying, just oh man, no man, a cost. Just Roman Penny's only can hold sad in home. Now feel so, man, no my and cosono, Craftan, or more from a parliament in 10 1 and 3 1, and somebody can pay. The normal year on company says, oh, money. And my 24 economy is in you, Roman lunch, dear, but everyone in you who may be a and so more and you who may be a nation in Koyibi. I don't come with excuse with the tea.
Good morning. I'm Joy Fair Ajimai Evans. Let me share with you now. I'm sure we are more prizes now. What's a tip for as soon as I manage to Miss Mania Queen and I may Casacacra. The Pamcho, who are now almost so much. Madame, I swear pass for more tons, swear pass. 4 more tons swear pass. I say at but your monte so baby. Monte so baby. The Obecas has me be our trophy. To someone show now we are in a boy pa. It's more calm, madam, and I'm can hear my they are driving. So, Miami used to be a taxi. They got all headlight, many 3 days, headlight, Toyota with headlight, 2,000 Ghana, which is if it last 2023, 2024, and I can make a cocoa, and I meant me out. But another 3 days, I'm a cocoa, 2,000 now more digi and Sahara more digi.
Good morning, Anaji. I put my engine, Musa Bohyen. One said, Rabba Fasa Mammo can hear Ukosofula. Or movie or higher form of killer. Ojina, oh no, look out on your show, not what you ska. O Kwanga sanity. Or the one check says, oh, Copa be an audio tense there. Or there cannot pass a driver, you know, so you should not get and Pescan Shimana. But Kumasan Central for Sunny Man in a mobile Moneguso.
Wake up, Kumasi. Wake up, Ghana. And listen to the best morning show on Angel in the Morning. Kumasi's home for the biggest breakfast. Thanks for listening.
Angel FM, a surabove from Poti.
Hey. Boys, how about Pescami? Guy. And one qua, check out them. Minia, the Mokajina Mate. Menquajes coming beer. A WS Betting Ghana. And I'm my say WS Betting Ghana. And also the day.
Nipa nkwabi obefrɛ nkora awonfa obefa no amon konkona nkofo nko ntitina forest commission aban boa yen ma sujafo no ma nipa ebi enom kotena be bosome na se oha bi se baby a eno aso ye
Era makwaba.
Yeah.
Zai biya bako.
Na so ai.
Na ya do.
Yes.
Ere obebo di amaye.
Begin the Clement amoma.
But that oye o.
The original manager or essential region.
I think say o ko akunti. Ye na beka.
Oh, no kwese me kuma hunji. Pese bibi e wa hyese o ye. Me be share advance na me say the baby dra the retirement. Nti mani age say na dey so me bela so a me ko jima ho me kakra na ma hwe me abebe woni ikechire no so e wo ma me. Nti em say e be den akopans na edikan. Na man dem agusan for so am tamachi. Enye adwuma fo nyina so ase am tamachi support to me. Na ma matimi de edwuma no abawe aso bi no.
Na the way you so Opa no unya challenges kakra wo forestry.
Challenge the century here the ultimate more house unya challenge. Ade kese a hard been kese we illegal mining. Galamse ayi na nim say galamse no. Ade a hard been yi na be mfimi no kran say mutete say ofuru ko she diziri. Ma owu kra nipa nkofo no bi buye nyina e mebre so a nse nenye ade na ahomeka na so ade bi si na si nti illegal mining ade a hayen e wo santimamu a enye disiri a wo mfante tepa mansimo nko a wo ko be kwai reserve bi se ampampama oda any reserves are coming na o call nkawe so asa nkawe kura de ho kura de say atani no gu area your tax ye gas me kubru mu a omo angasa take over jesu udu ani apamo ntini uru omo fa forest no so ka forest kwa de first no individuals na omo ya na go mu gana so na de omo kura na epam infiri ntini no ya de a ye how ntini nko forest no go the best is a man wine. Titu ni minia wababi take over from me na unti me na hoto so the bear as animal em foforo no na aban support no na sa galim se Ghana fo nyina kaseti ya no anomra askora ha
bacho amsawi na solution
there ade bi ni solution ade bi ni solution se nyina esin kete se the banis and appointed. And the pregnant can be said, say, you know, a young more near say a man suja for Abeboa, a gas, and a rapid phone. Now, for his phone can control, and yes, suja for you could stand baby. Now, in him, why ya friend. Nippon could be a friend of our own fat, or Belfano among Conconanco phone call. It is enough for us a commission. Aban boy him ma suja for no man nipa e bi enom ko tsena be bosome na se o how this baby a eno aso ye fo
era en akwaba
yeah
ize bi abako
no me ando na so ai
na ya do
me asi
ere obebo di amaye
me din di Clement amoma
bacho da oye die o
we original manager o essential region
I think say ko akunti ye na abeka
no kwese me kuma hunji ese bibi e wa hyase o ye me be sure you answer na me say the baby dra the retirement nti mani anje say ne dey so me bela so a me ko jima ho me kakra na ma hwe me abebe woni di kire no so e wo ma me nti em say e be den akwanso ne di kan na man de mabusu afọ so amutamachi enye dwuma fo nyina so ase amutamachi support to me na mama timi de edwuma no abawie aso bi
na that way you so ko ba no unya challenges kakra wo forestry
challenge the century here the unti medmo house unya challenge ade kese a had been kese we illegal mining galam say I na nim say galam say no idea had been ye na be in film in Ukraine say mutete say ofuru ko she diziri ma Ukraine ni pan ko funu ni bi buye ni na mebre so a nse ne ye ade na ahomeka na so ade bi si de na si nti illegal mining ade a hayen e wo santima mu a enye diziri a wo mfante tepa mansimo nko a wo ko be kwai reserve would say Abrahama or that. Any reserves are coming in a call and carry source and carry a crowd, they say attending no good area. Your tax, your gas and a cool more, or one gas and take over, just who do any apamo into new Mafa forest and so forest quite a face individuals in and Gumugana. So, net day, Omicron a coming freedom, idea how into new forest in way. The best is a man wine. Titu ni minia wababi take over from me na unti me na hoto so the bear as animal em foforo no na aban support no na sa galim se Ghana fo nyina kaseti ya no anomra askora ha
bacho amsawi na solution
there ade bi ni solution ade bi ni solution say nyina esin kete se e be na esi an ko ebiti an pregnant me kan be say nyina ayemwa na yesi e man sujafo abeboa ye gas na ne rapid phone na forest phone kasa control enye se sujafo bi ko tena baabi na ehemwa ya frɛ nipa nkura bi obefrɛ no kura awonfa obefa no amonkonko na nkofo no ko nti tena forest commission aban boy him ma sujafo no ma nipa ebi enom ko tena be bosome na se o how this baby a eno aso ye
era en akwaba
yeah
ize bi abako
metimi aka kyerɛ sɛ contractor aba bekwa runabout edikosi santase runabout kwan no contractor no asan aba back a oba be yɛ adwuma ɛna no ye ne Honorable Richard Oforibuadi Kinzuba ebo nkomo ewo studio ase o ka kire me se projects a afi mo si na ni so no ba ko ne sa project no e free be kwa run about me se na no me ko obo ase na no se me ko si obi e wo kaje on se sa akwan ne se de sentimental amfa so no se me ko si obi wo kaje tia na me se me no me ho me no sa akwan tia bi no from be kwa run about to Santasa run about show my video now her contractors are or a microphone no munuma businesses near the work kwan no so because of kwan no mu yedu so nintino o mu business ni nyina asaya na pathetic enya no nko from almost so a wo ofo ase pachi ho no so almost super o so yakodwi ye de ma ko video bu ne yadwi ni nyina yadwi no 2 times first one ye tu adwadufo no and afi yes o mu say contractor ne adwuna o sign by ne say ko tu o mu biem ekwan ne ntimi a complete ene o enura ma hu say Richard Oforibuadi Kinzuba on contractors no join us live on Facebook Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 enti contractor na sign akọ kwan no so back wo ye adwuma wo kwan no so enti ye bompaye say obetimi awie sa kwan no de amaye sanse da ye nyina so akoma so pa ayi menura me ne ayi Isaac bonko na hey Isaac mo di mfuturache
Isaac de jere ko ba for ya na ultimate okay
adu mo di mfuturache enti contractor asan akọ kwan no so okoye adwuma sanso ena from Santas runabout ede kwa akosi asokwa eho no nso contractors na hyase a omo adwuma no nso okoye inspection kama ewo ekwan no eso na odi atudwa se sabro o mete kwan no hu bia wo so omu free hu bia no omo emfree ho o say evacuation na omo no se de be ya contractor no betimi anya access to the road na days a de ama no obetimi amiti sa days ni nyina no nti enema omo etu sa na mo no na o say ohe phase 1 no a project na hodu to asokwa interchange no so na dualization ye bie kwan no mabonta na ma easy traffic wo sa empatemo tie no.
We ask that everybody who is selling cars here be moved by the 4th and the 6th of January. So as you can see, we have successfully moved all the garages which were operating here and the car washing bay which was operating behind us. We have successfully evacuated them and construction has started briskly. If you look at the pace at which the contractor is working, it should tell you that when we say that we want to complete this section within 6 months, we mean business.
Okay, ti o say ohe adwuma omo aye no so far. Say abre ye ohe adwuma omo aye na che say they mean business. Kwan nampa obey ho adwuma nti Kinzuba eno no Honorable Richard Oforibuadi oye adwuma the ohia ye support so betimi aye me I know him and I know say adwuma no betimi aye so was show commitment say adwuma no betimi aye ye bona baso papa the ohia ye say ye be support no kasi yemfiri wa yemfiri ho kasi yenyi a kuro no be ye say the ye nyina because otie asem oka asem kire na otie o bibi etire wadwene na so ofre no na say nkirimu no kura nya ye onyadaje ubo so acte ewo de oye no so en na kire se oye obi obetimi associate kajetia Dubai di congestion so ye say nchibia no so omugu so omo eye ho adwuma no so ebe ye adwuma nti Kinzuba ebo abaso oye adwuma nyame nhyiraw na koso aye ne saa yetawachi den pa. All right.
Kwame enu awia me hu omo betwemu time my inspection na ekoso no na omadu Georgia Hotel bridge no baby amnanim na hwana no omadu ode fra ko baby a traffic light in no on said there's a 10 be a dokura filling station be or na ehona wodu our inspection on the directors no me kaise me hu the KMA director of urban routes engineer Akwesi Atapuku Ajima na okaho any new Francis to Vince and Chofo na so ohwe ahokeka Kinzuba ɔde yɛ adwuma na wohu sɛ ɔwɔ bibisi n'ani so sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔboa ma Kumase efa ne ntoma pefra ɔwɔ akoka bi sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔboa ma ɔyɛ adwuma ma yɛhu sɛ ne brɛ so na ɔbaayɛ no wayɛ nneɛma yie Zuba the one of the fantastic opportunities sɛ ɔbɛtwerɛ ne din ama obiara hunu sɛ Kumase watena kuro yi mu ɔyɛ adanse de hyeɛ kwesi atena kuro yi mu abɔbra de anyini wɔnya akwanya sɛ ɔno nso ɛbɛyɛ ne contribution ama kuro yi agyina yie ade baako a Kwame anopɛ wobɔ so na yɛ mede yɛ sɛ yɛnso yɛma ne kwan na yɛntae n'akyi because sɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ biribi ne yɛtoto aboɔ gu kwan mu a woanhwɛ yɛ nipa no aboɔ ne soso a ɛkwan no deɛ ɔyɛ no gye sɛ ɔyi aboɔ no ɔnyiyi wie no na sɛ ɛnyɛ brɛ no na ɛkɔ wie ɛna adwuma no ntimi nya a woanhwɛ na naba mabu because ɔbɛyi boɔ baako bɛyi boɔ mmienu no na n'ahoɔden na ɔde yɛ no sɛ nyame ama mu pɛ na ahoɔden na aba fam enti sisie a yɛka wɔ sɛ obiara sɛ ɔte kuro mu ɔpɛ sɛ kɔyi tu mpɔm na sɛ ɛbɛtu mpɔn a ɔmo yɛde ahyɛ wɔn nsa na adwuma a wɔsɛ ɔmo yɛ no wɔsɛ yɛde akyitae bia ɛsɛ fata no de ma wɔn sɛ bɛn bɛtumi ayɛ ne yie etimi deɛ ɛyɛ kwan sɛm na sisi ayɛ kan ebere bia wobɛdro na attention sɛ bia ɔno awo mɛyɛ we mehu wei wɔ ha no sɛ bia ɔmo tu ho na modada na waka akyerɛw ɔsɛ o deɛ yɛayɛ afa ho nie na ɛnkyɛ besi ɔnya we no aka jo o saa mate ɛne ma me time kakra bi na me tu ho anamɔ ɛyɛ me sɛ mpanimfo bi abɛtwa ma na ɔmo wɔ ahokeka sɛ adwuma bi yɛde asɔ mo sɛ no bɛyɛ ne yie na mmom enipa bi a yɛde ɛka wɔn mo ho ɛne yɛn kurom afoɔ no yɛyɛ ne ase yɛde ahoma so mu sɛ twɛn mu kɔ akyi bɛhwɛ no na egya ne so bɔ na ɔde yɛ adwuma no Kwame na aba fam Kenzu bɛhia support paa yɛn nyinaa yɛnyere yɛn ho na yɛngyina n'akyi na adwuma no ntimi nyɛ kuro no kɔ yi a ɛka yɛn nyinaa yɛn ne yɛdi traffic mu bi a ɔno ɔba wayɛ panyin paper yɛbɛbie kɔ mama no but me ne wo mienu nso ɛ a yɛyɛ de bi edi sika na ɛtɔ fuel ebetumi aba sɛ assembly no tɔ fuel ma no itika na ɔde kɔrɔkɔ na ɔnyɛ ɔno fuel but ɛno kwan na yɛma ne kwan ma ɔkɔ ntɛm but me no mienu no kakra na Yesu sɛ yɛsika ne nso yɛ na yɛde atɔ fuel gu yɛka mu no sɛ yɛsa de di traffic mu a ahokyerɛ no de bia bɛkɔ so awɛ so nti yɛma ɔmo the needed support ɔmo nyɛ na nneɛma no kwan no ne yie ɛne mpɔtampɔta ɛnyɛ fɛma yɛn ahonidie ho nsɛm ɛba ne kɔ yie a Kwame yɛn ɛna yɛbɛgɛni anyɛ yie ne kɔfa yareɛ ba me ne wɔ yɛsika so a de bia Yesu no yɛn ne bɛsa ya tene
manya ne ntie sɛ kajetia Dubai hɔ ne ade first nipa na kyire so ne ade sɛ mu ada hɔ
kwan ni mu ada hɔ
ɛma bibia free through ɛwɔ hɔ nti yɛbɔ na baso Kenzuba nyame enka no New Patriotic Party so put you no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so put you the campaign on hold for ene because of some memorandum of understanding omo akwa but Ashanti region me who says Nkrofo bebre join the campaign no in the Ashanti region me who say Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe and so be join the campaign before that things no Blue region
I think or crisscross it wow kokog me who say ma follow kakra na me who say emu baako no me kind is a na western north for baby na woko enti I say ohwa ne de na oye no oye no din
underground
yes I say because Kwame me nim say wa hwa de bia on Dr. Napo I say wasasa pa bi say why din minim so wa hwa I say why din on tenen kan say o kasa de me at a point I me say o say campaign say mu no I say papa yi one ne papa Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia say o montamo nya fa bi mana because na ka me hwese asase no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko constituency bia nka wonie na naponie bia obehwene na oboni chi ogina mu bi eti me bisa obi oben Dr. Napo say na adende na ekoso onko bi mi hu no e no so omo plan na sisi ano no obi a oya ansa eti enche o de omo ba hu ono so e na mpa mi hu say sana omo strategy ni yese ono baby a woko ba ne de ne yese oye one on one or engaging with them kofo
camera naso
okọ baby bebre din no na ma kire sa anti no still adwuma no oye to push the agenda of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na mehu say ene ohwa baby obekọ akoye adoye wa ha one nkofo kasa din tise BBS wa na me say this is politics mehu ade bi say nkofo akansam watie nsam akoso se bia na pokra no oyedwe na po ne kasa otobom okasa ene onfa ho betiti bia ma wate sansem no already wadi kan akasa ono onye obi a omu ade ebuo ni mu se de opem so kan se ne de se no atete no but on se toda akwa me se kasa wo hoi se wo kasa no we ne bia ye ma wo cheers pe wani baba ho so bia wa anya careful na ko kan asem bi na o papa wa kan nyina no na eno na ebeto eye ma obi ze doctor na poni MPP se ohun se watie nsamo ne nema nkofo kan nyina na bia ono ankasa hu se we no mo kana mentesa o bia se ne kofa ba nti no upon sober reflection now the strategy is different baby a okwa adoya oye no oya adoya dada me ne billboard bia na o maya ne sikrofo mu a o say good at works kind at heart meaning so hu da eye me the pass ana ade no napo good at works kind at heart chese o man adwuma oye and am pan so we adwuma abampanyini ba ye ode ma no education sector and neighbors no bia no abona podimbone say oko education sector hono wanko perform ma me fa ngura energy sector na hwe ankoka odi ko wura ho ankoka odi wura ya wo asante mantem mukrai say wo hwe angoma so side ho plant bia o mo be o adwuma mo be ye no ho na say odi adwuma ma na oye e na oye adoye eno nti na MPP for no odi etoda obi nka na po ho asem na hwe ade party for na titu mabunu no ma sorry agina e defending because oyobi a say senenu kura na oyi amaw eti de na aka e bia kwan ofa so kana asem toda say toda enokra bi ne mpo ase but de wo say de okwa abonten aka asem a isika no enei you sure watena say ehunu say de bia in public o kana asem e bi o say otia break akra eno and advisors and on one kasa who are all it's good for him, it's good for the MPP, and it's good for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
All right, so that is it. Nyameya Duma 220 is it okay. 276 constituencies nationwide. Then the new patriotic party or more ever to abano BBC and Nura Joseph Osewusu chairperson the MPP presidential elections committee, right? And then central for Abonkomo or say na ebinum ka ye bredi jumadi no ehye so decided so beje said the sanity of the party no and so betimi or maintain because I say the admasha on sa baby na party na duru no nenka odwanija party no anenka emwa and to decide say obeji said when in fact or day no so means media dance say e kwan offer so or ye na dwuma as the chairman edema the presidential elections committee ebuo mi hu so bia kasa na nim basa bia a kire se ekwan ofa so a o toto ne ma no bia edida na kwan so pepe oya de say o hear MPP mu Kwame, and even in Ghana about politics say and ye kan omo politicians away memu a omo command respecter honorable Joe wise untimi kan nipa na onyini mfrim because onye obi a so obeka say o kasa ti ankrofo odidi atam me politics e di atami miminya hu ne quotation bi obi di abaye say na otwe obi aboso kasa ti obi eti enipa sa no de adwuma sa nensa and not just bi o kasa yenti but hu say oye effective how de ade sa ne so betimi aye eti baby a omo wetimi stay at the affairs as chairman abedri no party for na kasa en complaining say why say and last week mona make a choice say basically 5 aspirants no menti so obi asori e de krata bi ababonten or why complain say presidential committee no o maye bibia ono hu ne say o mu di favor obi ana say o maye bibi de tia ono e kire say de o mo ye no e kwan na o mo atwa na o mo nam so no e kwan pa no o mo atwa o mo nam so enti no a break akra akai and next 22nd aka webe and nano bako enkron just 9 days away now o madwuma na ede so msana na ne pompon so na duru enti I'm just hoping say Kwame enura obon komo ne okan yi no ebe kosa pepepe nya be ya duma memenda na otwe omo ye sise bibia wie na yeto aba na ne kudo anwumre yakenkan hu susu aso aba no bia hu smoothness level eye ma no iti waye ade oni ni team no toda o as chairman nyon kwa na ye adwana waye but team members no so more the needed support we nyese no omu nyina ya na ye kase ani a na ye but de bia ye kan say the responsibility na kase pa no eye awo
woyɛ leader no and a bar account because anko yi a wodi ne bɛbɔ ne kɛse. It's Honorable Joe Wise. Kudos to him.
Okay.
We only pray that enyama ɛbɛkɔ so a ayɛ kama.
Wiki mu campaign na aye heated. Me do beko machisisi but modern professional ICT services. Se menkanchire anopay se uhia aye fundamental in computer. Computer so usua se the computer secretarial training, office management, computer hardware, and afi graphic design, programming and coding, and afi STEM, nina artificial intelligence. Ye chire kama a modern professional ICT services or artificial intelligence AI na bibia de na kwa Windows any software installation so ye ho adwuma mo kwada so bus stop obuakwa ekwan no so kwada so bus stop obuakwa kwan no so fresh 0248 526784 0248 526784 and after 0245 191995 0245 1919 0245191995 nane MPS emo enkomo omo ye your number 1 training institute mamenchia Americana Jumaifo nyina Raphael na Jumaifo amwoni nyina no. Good morning. Chairman Kwasinti.
Former Formula constituency chairman. Ebusu apenyi.
Now around.
Waba no one crying. Why watonka no pay say his life ya uti enkoma na ne Dr. Kwame Adjei Bohyen nyina no na omonita. Was one person Kwame say chairman e wotanwa Angel in the morning particularly. Uti papa uti bi o wa bonza wia ona obonko na oka e no pana na we sisi toda o se na ka me hoka na me wo sam buye na say chairman ya to boase chairman. Good morning, Pacho. On Crano, me release, me deliver this up.
Can you Rose Internet Solutions? My dedicated internet service, home unlimited internet service, business unlimited internet service, and I feel so. O pese o ye internet streaming a hodwa Can you Rose Internet Solutions? Or more Ashtown, obeying EcoBank no pepe friend 0208282810 na eneno emo enkomo. Notable voices are appeared this week in Ibini.
A liar, like our former flag bearer on air. He's a liar. Said, Edubuahin, one contested because not Oya. This man is a liar. Today, I tell you, he's a liar. You shouldn't vote for a liar. A man who is lying to have power. Wow. Won't hear the history. Edubuahin. Oko 1992 and T Edubuahin Edebeye flag bearer. He was fighting to go on the post and they did not agree and we contested. I will pay power obi abedi o mining now to be detro a distorto history say mesra mama to abama go munuam obi a man nickname so a liar more than bar. We're a liar and the people are not going to vote for him. He's not a trustworthy person. When I heard him yesterday saying that, I said, what? A presidential candidate who wants people to vote for him will look eyeball to eyeball and lie. He's a big liar. We're a liar. So to me, General said, wow.
To go, now yet, and maybe ever country say. 2 weeks here, I say ye co election. Omodi strategy be eba. Omoni and crop for him be almost omobe didima temsa, omobe chan troego miso. 2 weeks are no watching me new ebe. In the munya munya alert. Mobetin sembebre, and yano cre, omopese, omosusa, moajing. Omobe didima temsa, mamonfi omo. Mongo and a mongo to abano, and mammy, and yasa, mongo, a mongo to abano. Mami, we are here enye atem DDA competition na yeko. Omo say omunim say omo campaign no tonsuyum. Enti omo say if you miss the ball, don't miss the man. And enti na omo de atem DDA eba me hono. Meso me ifi omo ye before say akodi inkunim January 31st, 2026.
Kwame Adjei Bohyen ne anutum de emfa intiminka one.
wasom ne sika na hode ne koko ɔde nini na ahyɛ party ana mewa wabre amanfo atwa ne mpoa ɔno so atwa amanfo bi wabre wɔ party ana agbasi wabre wɔ party 65 years. Onya mami abrantie no. Na me nkoti to me emra ya mani. Aonia mabre wasum. Menene wasem bi aka. 16 years. Ena wato ne ho amaya manyokoi ne Ghana for. Why be 8 years as running mate, 8 years as vice president. And we are told Kufuadu 8 months. Only 49.7%. Yet all 16 years, we are 41%. Only Papa Yebi. Now one's lunch, now ya dawas. Sana ye.
Rather than did sika chiche na me usika na ma odan say na ma yesay eno de no ne e fata me hu binum so se ahantan bi na abo mu se den betimi be gina wo studio ha see e mu bi de competition e kono yen ka ho but se u timi hwe u colleagues enim na o kasa na se woni bu mai because wo nyankopon abane e
say a 2-horse race.
We say nyame. Look, underdogs sometimes win. And I'm a boy.
Yes.
So now saying look at what happened in the final. With one kick, Morocco could have been champions. If we see the BB, or bien who the bar El Nasri Moa or Tambol or the command Brahim or Casey no can wishing her the best and so and no. That was the last kick of the game. Obiase no say next na obose.
Yes.
And so Obiase destiny intermediate me no abrabo no mafane am bebre ntiese ababi bewu a na eso. Ena Obiase entise ensei enti ensise bia ni ho se yenya start near draw line ye nyina na be kwa kowie debi. So, intimino, I accept life with a relish, with a positive outlook. Inti obi pe jina hono kasa ya sebio ye ka party ya. Me penimu o party mo sin ni penimu ame no mo ye adwuma.
Angel. The minimum no say delegates no every show be obedi nkunu. E wa bra ni NDC kosi akan. Engineer Fradbear pe no mo pe. Na woni mi say dunu bi ankrofo bi ka say essential do be akobi pen echo NSA echo Professor Dubu ahin naso ni echo pa ne chewo America ese echo na naso ni echo pa ne chewo e do ko ba ko sam record the boycott election ye ko mi no e ka set trans ye de ko fo ko enye ke wasam engineer no kre obi so obi anko ba ko ni nkunim buzi o compressor Dr. Duchum say delegate Madaroma mabamo na so mo etie de America mo hu de mani so ade hu ba bi amdeko ma fa ministry the largest ministry na do de share men sama mo ani mu ase edwuma na ese ye wo ho itimi ye abra na covid kura gina mu be mfi me wi din kan enti munim se ye nipa ye edwuma ni nyina me no obi a abruchi me makoye edwuma wo ho esunye suye hu bi a mu du ma de abagana me ban so ma be ye bi ye mi MP my stating kwala ko hedunu my ye eniema e page nipa me the party no dey make catch esi ahene ni etu ahene for say ye dey amanwesem se sanipo ye mfem manyesem ye memasem se me na me ye we da bi ahobrase ne dey som kasada ene dey som kasapa ene dey som mebumu esusumu ehu se esi ahene ni etu ahene for mo ma me tumi a min nani mechi enkremu min kasa mo ni basa
All right, so 5 candidates, you know, and Medomo Achre UCCA, you know, what Honorable Kennedy Japan this weekend or no Meki comment and no deeper ye or no di can boy, you know. Dr. Mamodu Baumia Ebe responded to Sanin Semna, what they two Jano say or no cry no nim, saying Crofobin Mabom, no po so mobile can Sembia didn't attempt the Atre Ghana for Intima Ghana for NTA Atre statement by so on far apology Emra. Apology no so there from Honorable Kennedy Japan camp no munye ready so on be apologize because according to some of the communicators the voice is there omo ya aware say asem no ekoso nti omo say omo apologize ote Dr. Brian Champon a onso no ogina mu den say say no akwakoye 3-horse race on there's or no Dr. Mamodu Baumia Kennedy Japan or no Brian Champon na Kennedy Japan Brian Champon omo asom omo aye bintu omo nyae mo no young guy no nko na dutum any Kwabra Japan don for omo nka ho kura because contest no omo nka ho and na wote say Kwabra Japan so respond say enti na so kasa o yesa no on for bua maye kura. Oh yes, sir, because me ye contest ni nyina no me na me panyini ewom enti o kasa no on febua ma say woni ye contest na o kasa me ni ya do twum de ye nka ho kora de a na party o si nyankopon ne sesa enna ene ebre ne na enti o giri se eye dan a de nyankopon pe no ene obawi ni ewo nyame ya adoma de Saturday doctor yeah,
this Saturday ni week open time do na to boss
doctor yourself do twum ese wo mo ekeka se wo ko ba ko wuntimi wi no se nya no kre odno gidi se sokuta flag ne demand the new patriotic party a obetimi akọ no mo ekeka se wo ko ba ko a wuntimi wi ne enti je se wo ko second one wo mo mfa chopper enkoma Professor Dubuahe go call back na denti no mo na nko second one anka ho no anko win election no na onu gidi se sa narrative no no kribia enim so this week no this week heat no was next week expect say heat no be cause ras ni say because obia ni magic boss bi obi ekubie so the last campaign obia so do bia was so draw I bet me aboa no amana win this election no bia e the last magic ebeba enti communication directors no mo adwuma next week adwuma e wo mo esopa 111,849 delegates and here anymore at 333 polling centers at 276 constituencies nationwide and on beto about 7 a.m. pepe no more shall say by 7 1 2 no more we tiebo 2 ni asase kenkan ewo baabia sa na party no edo on hyehyeye enso ede aba so ye we animu se nyankopon ya aduma Saturday we week no ebeye Kennedy Japan Brian Champon Dr. Mamodu Baumia ya ose dutwum ana Kwabra Adjei Japan ya no bedi nkomo me activate phone lines no amount ne we say nyansabo ka be join the conversation but me activate phone lines na my be fa meet me afa calls kakra bi 0246677566 na fe voice no so obetimi de aba no mahu aka 1 week na otwe pepepe ene enna kakra bi na new patriotic party kwa akotiki so far so do any to fam e bia anye delegate na utietim na we candidates na ujiri se wine pa ena ne power no e wosoro obetimi adjoin yen na one yen abosa ensem no enso ho enkomo
Kwame me congratulate the 5 aspirants no be say omaya ade because say obetu anamo ati say no nipa num no obi o wa asase no bi num kra fi say obi o obejai or test waters ne keke o mbefiri mampa o de say yo ama omo abo apra ko o meya fa na nyina kwa sidi o ma ya ade so mutu sa na mo no be ma ne nia oka o se awoyo o mo kan so mbe yampa o matimi aye enti modern a o mabo say o matimi atu anamo na be se ne but Kwame me kan cho ano pay say contest no enye easy for any of the aspirants be onum say we done day for him no Kwame on rethink it enye easy ene mama hu pa on the grounds Yemfa kola imra.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Me bacho udini baby are free.
Me did the house one. I sit down and cook and I say a black orange.
A buakwa menshia.
A black orange, a black catapult for you.
Angel.
And I'm going to use and I'm going to push it out. And I'm going to use and I'm going to push out on your power. And the baby I meet you, I'm in car. Now, yes, like Kennedy. Campaign there, and yeah, Cassette, and so tackle be personally. Yes, no. When you know, the campaign, funny baby, number me also, dear, and funny baby. Now you say, we'll be able to say, Abaya, Yabati, Baumia, or Baron and hands down. Bye. The Canadian baby, and in a baby delegate for them. I may have come about the Amano. Of course, about from Ogelusu.
Okay, all right. Or no say or do for Dr. Baumia. Okay, so 024677566050 2667711. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nyame adom. Udini baby afre free.
I'm afraid I football not the communication very cheap. And somewhere I'm back to the bar and some more trust and yes somewhere a book and yes somewhere so over time some good people who party member. I remember the part about the after Chinese family. Into a moment here, possibly. That's a binom never been more Mokaka. I mean, me and can already so. And yet, never Pakura, I mean, what cannot out. Cannot out of four. Or more, we are doing Emma and Boa. Also, a motor massam. Or motor family. That's it.
The auto and Cabertama. Hello. Okay, Yamfanis, you and I may just meet me for this one. Hello. Okay. Hello. 024667756650 2667711. Nyansa Boakwa GH Afena Wadrufia Hase. Hello.
Hello, Nanajo.
Yes, sir.
The pastor what you say?
Nyamiadum.
Man, the pastor me kakrawai. Me delegate inti Mr. Wadaroma.
Oh yeah, delegate. Okay. Good.
Okay. Yani papa king ni ko fuishia um. Sabi and some katre no sabi a thousand papa fa no na sabi business no. Kani ma wo ye. So papa, you na see the school but you get into form. You the person be sabi business for. So when you present to me, you say this kafro sabi papa. Papa, allez, c'est pas on doit se parler. Think about young and careful. Yes, from yes, so come and say you get something from when you can see them. I tell you, you dream. Someone could say you. I was an answer. There's something from come and say the person you. You really be on in the room. One shovel, telephone me, one shovel. I cannot know. I did hear a day. I've heard that.
All right, Mr. Medasi, Papa. Hello. Hello, good morning.
I'm part of the friend in Kuma. The friend Peter. I would get this was a mechanic. All about them, what on my delegate. No, this Kakomono. You are 2024 and you will fire. Almost I could take you. You could take that president and I. It's Italian moving. And then you could go by. That's it.
Menso medase papa Nyansa Boakwa GH Nyansa Boakwa memwache.
Yeah, yeah.
Nempombo kodie.
O trade am padaro ma me hoye na so.
Na me adom yanso ye ho ye pa.
Okay.
2026 afi.
Okay.
26 no.
Yeah.
Afi na te sen.
mame enche tiefo nyina na yeah sorry wa winim sibia normal echo ene normal say ohwe last year na me kasa efa ekwan a enoma nyina ebe perfect na yetimi ende ade bia wo se yetimi ende afiwe eye new beginnings se me kasa afiwe eye new beginnings a me pa che say obi e hye bibia ase foforo na enhyase foforo da ye hye no nche se nipa bia wo so to abrabo ase foforo na emum e wo se individually no uhunu se aha na wo se mede efa aha na wo se me ko obi de ye sikasem mu ena wo so hye ne de ase foforo obi so de eye ebi akwantuo mu na wo so hyase eye ne de obi so de enkrata asem obi on ma ne de eye spirituality obi on ma wo se o hyase ko school eti minimum say probably can afiwe de number 1 ye nyina yenko but the question is one kasa no ya ye kan wasem no personally wo so de etisen but in general afi no se ne wiase mu nyina etie no cosmically no eye afia e wo se ye hwe yi e wo mu didwa wo mu di omudwuma especially wo mu ton koko wo mu a wo ton fruits afiwe nkoye mo it's not going to be well. It is a uton fruits because the year is not going to be well for them. Baby to say ebia me fan say China, India. Almost so you can say afiwe possibility say yarea anu odin ya ebetimi edin semone ebebo omo so no high. Me patre say afiwe enkoye ma wo afiwe China, India enkoye mo but eba wo mo mpeso mu didwa I was say omuhwe oton fruits a entimi enkoye ma
enkrofon tana
like enye papa ma etibeya udu sika bewura mu a no wate so
okay ti ade masa ben na afiwe ni so oton ebebo
afiwe obi te say obi o delay in copper gold ne sa no man afiwe be good omom ye teachers omom ye nurses omom ye civil servants no ebi o hon mo a afiwe be very good for them
they can
yes but one more specifically me bu omudin no
aban
adwuma ye fo no but teacher for nurses health care for no e be good
ombedi
teachers it's possible for you
and
to
nurses
well.
Ni ade no
exactly
ti afi obi o ye teacher and nurse bia amfanhye ni tri
enfa na koma on kana koma to no yam say this year is really good for them and in general say sha I was here who say because there is going to be a lot of good things no na number 1 into no obia di ni dwuma say ekuo bi yi penia they are going to look at the one with the best qualities it is say unu obia call for contest unu obia di dwuma also make sure say nipa na woni no call for contest no mumie no in between no you are able to stand tall say you can say vibration it may exceed one pakro there fine you can just easily win them anya sadia any agro and a woody it's a few way in general no ejina hon mo emoni pe bia or person ye outstanding in something this is the year of addition adie bia obesom se wo ye bia no ebeka ho it is a wo ye bibi sensie ya na se wan hwe ya ubon se eya koye enimguase ana papa yem uyo obi a wonom sa na so wan hwe ye ensa ne ntimi furu so biem uyo obi a sebe oye onoma
ni ade a
ebeka ho ebe mo
uye bibia wani nye ho a na opese ojaye jai
because this time round this year you cannot move by your willpower because addiction is going to take control eti normal bebre ho nkofu bebre be ya wa wunim na we gidi no woni betimi egu ase afiwe
okay me o 2 minutes me time no so new patriotic party aka be 1 weekend 2 days na omo kwa akoto aba no wo ne sen
afiwe because of the kind of personalities I was say afiwe omo edi djuma no say minso na America and if all things be equal one man make say omo hu e wa bato we mo no e wo because of delegates no ejumedi ompeso mudi no eye baumia ene Kennedy Japan ena eba cosmically so a wo mom ye outstanding ebe bo mo pa eye baumia ene Dr. Brian Echampon
cosmically
na ze osrota wo mo achi
wo
no eye very good
Bawumia ayobia obey leader out of accidents because rule by number 9. And he is a visionary leader. One no odwen daache onwin sese. But obiti say eye yakasa yadie nyina eye Kennedy Japan. Oyobi oye leader, but the best when he is assisting.
Or boabi
or boa manfo yes it oye gidigidi ono no ota manfo chi epia manfo ne de no and the month na e beto aban this month and the date no is not favoring him
in favor Kennedy
Japan but Bawumia wo mo mususu say on be support Bawumia no just some few hours things will shift for him unless
overwhelming endorsement
overwhelming you can't say overwhelming just say e be bro ma dwen so at the corner say nipa na ko betimi akwa say no e wo northern you know Dr. Brian the Champon he has that thing with him but
angel
unless say on be use violence any normal Dr. Bawumia is just made the king of the game.
Nyanza bo akoye dase papa nyaminhira megidi se yebe share biem na yasan ye di nkomo ansana abato na nkasa adrusu maybe next week Thursday and the bema hours bebre na yetimi abon nkomo ye penkomo na o se yedi ne no yentimi but ye do ase se enenso obai so we person or ritual number bi obetimi afro
my number no 0241 21
0905 Nyanza bo akoye dase nyamenhira papa nyankopon ya adoma this Saturday na opanyi kwaku kire a ne otiase tafre no boge nyame ya adoma na yie no beba so na eye me ankasa menua Richmond Ade adorata friend say nana bag ana say guy ne papa ayi ene ye kwa kujano no nti nyame ya adoma this Saturday 24th ye de ne betum pomo sas interest ye kwa akopɛ no kura brewa dance akuru from ye ba Saturday no a ye ba betena se na ya ye ayi ewo efie a number eye L3 ewo South Central so kwasi adanso saa ye be Thanksgiving ye free hwa ye ba betena se ewo saa efie ewo South Central so house number L3 na ehonso ye de na yie no atoa so enti ye to nsa de afro bia se omejaye na opanyi kwaku kire nyamfie aduosum ye no 72 nana bag Mr. Richmond Ade guy ne papa yinkujano na bibia nso enye kama ya famina na Kwame Adjei Bohyen say ya ni makon calling sika Morgan Emmanuel Osafo Mafo Kwasi Skyfish watchery technician and the whole technical team nana ya o camera ene on a ejina echi epie mfidie ni ma nyina no ye do bibia ase yemfensi ya nyankopon ya adoma ochina Oscar the Puncher edemi mpatamu jumadie no ebebro sa radio don crucial summer the macho man osum na what the sports the atoaso oshrafo USA oshrafo na omo abonnum kama de ama Kennedy Japan na enche obetenenka oshrafo US minim so monitor life oshrafo good morning to you woni utimi ni nyina yankopon inshramo papa sanso no oji wonso UK wonso monitor life good morning to you sports